Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Monkey Brains Podcast. I'm Amber.
I'm cleaning my room.
Hello, hi, cleaning your room. I'm Amber.
My name isn't cleaning my room. You know my name. We've been friends for years.
Well, you have to remind me at the start of every episode.
Oh, sorry, I forgot the witch put a curse on you, and you forget my name every week. My name is Fia.
Oh,
Now you remember. That's the witch curse.
Fia. And next,
All of you
I'm
were.
John.
hi, John. Welcome to the podcast.
This is our special guest.
Yep, special guest John.
Definitely not Gem in a wig.
Jamon.
John.
John with a G.
Yeah.
Go on.
John. No, there's an H.
No, it's at the
John.
beginning of my name. It's just silent.
No, it's
Oh.
the J. You're just
J.
on.
No,
Yeah.
okay. So G.
Or you're like it's like
H-O-N.
Juan. It's like you're just
Yeah, it's
on.
like Juan. Just like
Yeah.
the character from Ace Attorney.
Anyway, who's the last
Um,
member? I don't remember.
I am. My name is Lake.
Your name is what?
Link.
My name is Lake.
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 Lake?
I thought you said Link, like Legend of Zelda.
No.
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 Okay
Hello.
then.
So we have
Lake.
so we have Amber cleaning my room, John and Lake.
I said my name was Fia.
No, it's not anymore. We've changed it. Sorry.
Do that?
It would
Sorry
be.
to
It
inform
was.
you this.
It was.
My
Noted.
greatest friend and co-host cleaning my room.
More like your greatest rival and co-host.
Oh yeah. Well, good
No,
point.
I think as of recently, me and Fia are on good terms.
Oh
especially-
yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, but the podcast doesn't know. Tell the world.
Tell the
Tell the
world.
world, yeah.
Great announcement. River, tell them. Tell
Hang
them.
on, I need my phone. Give me a second. Where's my phone?
No, you
Should
don't.
be-
Why do you need your phone?
I need
This
to-
is an
I need to-
audio-based podcast.
Yeah, I know. I need to date this. Hang on. Where the fuck is my phone? Like, actually.
Today is the
Yeah.
20th, I think.
Yeah, it's
It's
420. We're
But
Oh,
it is.
yeah. it's
It's
Weed
420.
Day, guys. Weed Day. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I just
Alright.
laughed so hard that it crashed, that the mic didn't pick any of it up. That's how hard I laughed at your funny joke.
Saturday, April 19th, 2024. I had a couple of things I wanted to do yesterday, and I figured I might as well go ahead and do them while me and my mother were out running around. I'd been saving up to get a game or two, and, well, I figured yesterday was probably the day to do it. So I struck a deal with my mother. I was $10 short on the game that I wanted to buy, and as long as I did a couple chores around the house, she would get the game for me. She would cover the rest of the $10, and I'd do the chores. I'd get things done around the house. And so the deal was struck. I went to GameStop. I looked around for a bit, and magically somehow walked out with Splatoon 2 in my hand. A
You
game.
sound like you're on the verge of tears.
Let me preface by saying that never in a million years did I think that I would be like so enthralled by Splatoon that I never thought that I would pick up the game. I always thought to myself, like, I'll get around to it. Like, maybe I'll try it out in the future. And I walked into GameStop yesterday, asked if they had Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 3 in stock, and they did. Splatoon 3 they did have a pre-owned copy, but it was $50, and I wasn't going to do that. They had Splatoon 2, which was a pre-owned copy for $20, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. Sure, why not? And I have been throughout yesterday and today, I have been playing the shit out of Splatoon 2, and I have to say, I am impressed. I never thought I would say that ever, like in a million years, I never thought I would say that I enjoy Splatoon, but I do, and it's fun. I've been playing it. It's fun. I'm officially level 5 now. I'm doing
Good
good.
job.
So, also the
Good
single player mode
job.
is fun. Not what I expected out of a single player mode, but
Have
then
you
again, I'm not
collected
sure
the
what I was
secret
expecting.
scrolls? Have you collected the Oh well, the single player mode's in 3 and 2. The single player mode is in 3 takes after the expansion pass of 2. And the expansion pass of 2 is a roguelike.
But yes, I have been collecting the secret scrolls. I didn't realize that there were like little collectible items in each level, but I'm
And they
a
have
completionist,
lore. They have
so I've been
lore.
going
They
back
have
and
lore.
I've been going back to collect the lore that I have missed in
The
those
lore,
levels.
River, the lore.
River has become the very thing she sought to destroy.
River sought to destroy me. I
Yeah,
am
pretty much.
Splatoon. Oh, okay, good. Well, that I just dodged another assassination attempt, I guess.
I kind of set myself up for failure here, and
did.
you know what?
You did it to yourself.
I'm not going to lie. I enjoy Splatoon now, and I think this might be my new hyperfixation for the next month or so. So, thank you, Fia, for fucking this.
Ruining your life for the next month.
I mean,
You're welcome.
presenting me with a new hyperfixation, I guess.
Fia's
Well, I
slowly
believe
like
fun-
you're going down like Fia's rabbit hole of like you've played some of Danganronpa and now you're playing Splatoon and
Yeah, I don't think that River will ever be as obsessed with Splatoon as I will be because nobody will ever. I think I learned the whole last language so I could read Splatoon content, and that like my reason for learning Japanese was translating Splatoon content, not because I
Yeah.
wanted to like learn a new language
There
or a
is
new
one more thing
culture
that I do want to mention.
because of Splatoon.
I'm not sure where this has come from, but something that I've noticed is that in the lobby, like in the main lobby area, you can view like little notes, like little drawings that people have made, like above them.
Yes.
I'm not sure if this is like a little trend thing going on right now, but people have been writing out "yoo-hoo," and it's become.
Yeah, that sounds like Splatoon 2 lobbies.
I don't know what it's
there's
currently
no-
referencing, or
It probably isn't referencing anything. Like for a while, there were people like there were a lot of people have been stopped. People haven't been playing Splatoon 2, so trends spread much faster because Splatoon 3 is the majority of what fans have been playing for obvious reasons. Fuck. Anyways, I'm playing Splatoon right now. Splatoon 3. But anyway, so usually trends spread much faster in 2 because there are less people to see. Like trends in Splatoon 3 don't last for very long because there are so many people. Unless there's like a really, really funny thing, most people won't like bother. But in Splatoon 2, you can just say some shit and then people will repeat it endlessly. Like the creeper moment. That was very funny. Where people just put random like lines of the one song. I know it as the creeper song, but it probably has a title.
it's "Aw man" actually, not "Aw yeah."
I said "oh man." That's what
You
I
said
said.
"Aw yeah" just now.
No, I didn't.
You
I
said
did
yes,
not.
creeper.
you did.
"Aw
You
yeah."
said "aw yeah" right now.
Okay, well, I didn't actually. You're wrong and liars.
We
all
have
of you.
this on
wrong.
recording.
I'm going to kill you. Okay, fine. I don't actually doubt the fact that I might have misspoken, but just trust me, I did not eat.
Creeper. "Aw yeah."
I'm going to beat you to death.
I would also like to mention one thing. Earlier, how I talked about running around with my mother.
I'm just picturing you skipping through like a field.
No.
Were you doing errands?
This is going to drastically change what you think here in a second, because my mother wanted to go into this place called High Times, which is
Weed store?
a place for recreational weed.
Yeah.
Gee, how'd I
that
guess?
makes sense. Yeah. Oh wow, perfectly timed too.
And fucking the lady behind the counter had a wheel set up where High Times members would go in, and then they would spin this wheel, and whatever it lands on, basically you get one free thing of
One free weed. The only one.
whatever's on the
One,
wheel.
you
So it
get
could be
one
gummies.
weed.
Exactly.
No, it could be like a little, like a free pack of weed. It could be a free pack of gummies. It could be
One free weed. That's you.
it could be
I'm sorry.
a lot of things.
I'm picturing.
And it was going to start today as a celebration of it being 420. Go figure.
What? Haha. Very funny. I'm laughing.
And the lady behind the counter turns to my mother and says, "Are you going to be joining us for 420 tomorrow?" My mother was like, "I wish. I have to work tomorrow." And then she turns to me and goes, "Will you be here for 420?" And I said, "I highly doubt that." So I guess what I'm trying to say here is that I'm glad to know that people look at me and immediately assume adult is,
Yeah, you're old. We know that.
fuck you.
Should I bring the drawing out again?
No, not that
I feel
drawing,
like
please.
you should have known what you were walking into when you were talking about that. Like,
At this
know
point,
your
any
audience.
discussion about your age will lead to a joke about you being old.
because you are
You know, I kind of figured, but at the same time,
seniors.
you guys,
You're like that one Club Penguin senior citizen image.
18 and older, and they just look
Yeah,
like a
that's what-
grandpa.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, to be fair, everyone in this is 18 and older, but me. I
Yeah.
believe.
I'm
I'll have
18.
you know, I'm still a
Gems.
kid at
Are you
heart. I
18
play
or 19,
Pop Tropica,
Gem?
damn you.
19.
Yeah. So we have one. I have to. There's an option. It's like, oh, you have to like choose if kids appear in the video on YouTube, and I'm like, no. They can't prove it.
They literally
Well, they
have
can.
video evidence of us proving it multiple times.
And we can't. We could be lying.
Yeah, I'm lying.
Could be
I'm actually
lying.
12,000 years old, and
We just
from-
joke about how the fact that that Fia is the only under 18, just to get us like brownie points
just-
from.
No. It's so people don't suspect anything.
True.
Come on.
Because you'll be held to less consequence for crimes if people think you're under 18.
The CIA can't get me if I'm under 18, except they can probably.
Put your hands up.
No, I'm
What
17.
is that? What did you just click?
I have.
Did you get like a Nerf gun?
This is a plastic toy revolver that makes. You pull the trigger.
Why do you have that?
It's like my mom's or something that she had when she was.
Why does your mom have that? That makes me for which okay, that makes more sense. I went shoe shopping today and it sucked and I hated it. I hate shoe shopping.
My.
Shoot
Yeah.
the shoes.
Yeah.
Why do you hate?
I don't like it. It's boring. I have like one pair of what I do. I get one pair of shoes and then I wear them until they are literally breaking apart.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I do not like shoe shopping. It's
I've
always
consistently
so boring.
ever since I want to say I think even since elementary school, I just wear Vans. That's all I wear.
I generally don't even like wearing like I don't like clothes shopping really much either, unless like there's like a graphic T-shirt that has a character I like on it, and I don't know. But like that leads to me having way too many graphic T-shirts of characters on them, but I don't care because I love them all very much.
I have two shirts of Bridget on them.
Nice. I actually only have one Splatoon themed shirt that fits me, which makes me sad.
A bunch of Zelda shirts.
Because
Gem, don't you have like a Hollow Knight shirt or something?
Let me list them. Hollow Knight, Slime Rancher, Terraria, Undertale, Deltarune,
I do. I have a. Oh, I have. I'm pretty sure I have an Undertale or Del. I have a. I have a Deltarune shirt. I have Jebel on the shirt.
I have
I know what you're talking
I
about.
have
Don't
the
Yeah,
do it.
I have the Undertale and Celeste skirts from Fangamer.
I have-
They're so good.
Yeah,
They
I
have
also
such
have-
I
big
like that one.
pockets.
I also
Seriously,
have the Phoenix Wright Fangamer shirt, which is very cool. I really like the design on
I
it.
was gonna say seriously, like they make the highest quality stuff ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They should make Splatoon
And
Fangamer stuff, except they won't because it's a Nintendo game, and Nintendo are cowards.
Yep.
And they won't. They don't want me to have nice things. Like I always
They
underestimate
don't
how
want
popular.
me to have nice things.
No, I said me, us.
Oh,
I always underestimate how much people who aren't me and my very small group of who my mom has dubbed Splatoon friends want Splatoon merch, because in Japan you can buy a Splatoon blanket, you can buy Splatoon hand soap.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the big thing there.
yeah. Don't you know about Japanese people and their hand soap?
Like no,
Not that.
you can get there's like I cannot like it's so much, like a ridiculous amount of Splatoon merchandise. And in the US, we get Hot Topic shirt, the ugliest thing you've ever seen on like a render on a Hot Topic shirt, and that's all we get. Yep. Because they hate us.
I have to say, that's kind of like the thing with like, okay, you guys are in school. Come on, you've probably seen someone with like a Nirvana shirt, right?
No, I
You know what
haven't.
it is?
God.
I've seen my parents
never-
with a Nirvana shirt.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's the same boring render. It's just the word Nirvana and then like a smiley
The
face
stupid
sometimes.
face. Yeah, the stupid face.
Yeah, it's just a smiley face sometimes. It's like, well, I mean, yeah, fine. It could be up with like you could go
I
with
mean, it looks kind of cool.
trend.
I'm pretty sure there's something similar in Splatoon.
Of course there is.
Of course, it circles back to Splatoon, but
Okay,
No,
there's
no,
probably a
I'm sorry.
Nirvana reference in Guilty Gear because there's so much fucking music for that. Music references in that.
oh well,
Yeah,
yeah. But I was
so
gonna say
what's your
you could
point?
like, you could just like you could buy it, yeah, but it's just I don't know, kind of boring because it's just like this. It's not. How'd I say it? It's not interesting.
It's boring. It's not interesting. Thank you, Jem, for your insightful commentary. It's both
Get lost
boring
in the stuff.
and not interesting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rude.
No. You're right. Boring.
I keep losing in Splatoon, and that makes me sad. Maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe it's skill.
Yeah, it's a skill issue.
Shut up. Shut up.
There is
Which of us? Which of
the-
us is on? Which of us is on level? What level am I on? I can't remember. Let's see. Which of us is on level 77?
Skill issue.
You're on level 5 in Splatoon 2.
I'm
Okay,
not the
so-
only person who's late to the party because I saw another note that said something like. There was a note that said, "I'm 6 years late to the party, but whatever."
I also it's 7, but yes, I do. Oh, listen, I can't judge because I'm level 8 in Splatoon. Whatchamacallit 2, because my data got deleted in the Great War.
The Great War.
Yeah.
You guys have
I broke my-
Vietnam there or something?
Well, there were
Actually,
there
the
was a war
Great
in
Great War
Splatoon.
is what they call
Great-
World War One.
The Great Turf War. The
I'm
I'm
Great
glad
Turf
people
War.
on this recording.
Wait, you know
You
about the Great
can't,
Turf
because
War, Jam. I told
you
you about the
can't-
Great Turf War.
You guys in the Discord call can't hear it, but I'm sure the viewers at home will certainly love hearing all the sounds of this plastic gun of me messing with it in the background. Want to hear some more shots? Awesome.
Shots
It's
fired, as they
It's
say.
actually sounds
I'm going to
fun.
switch up from the
It doesn't.
octobrush to
Wait,
the
did you say?
paintbrush
What did you
and see how
say,
things go.
Jem?
I said shots. Oh, Gem, no.
That sounds like an actual gun.
It's
It
just
doesn't.
it's just a mechanism. You just pull the trigger and it pulls this like
Pop.
hammer thing back, and then it just smacks into this metal piece. So
Hmm.
it's a.
I keep the only.
I can't bring this outside, by the way, because it's not like when you know how like Nerf guns have to have an orange tip on the barrel to specify that's a
Yeah.
toy. This does not.
Yeah.
It is not. It does not have that.
Yeah, oh wait,
So
is
it's-
it just like straight up like looks
It's-
like
it's-
a Glock but without the orange
It's
tip?
a revolver, but yeah, it's
Oh.
made to look. I'll send an image.
Yeah,
Of
like
it.
I know what those are. I've seen comic book ads selling them. Like I've seen them ads, like those types of things in ads in comic books. Like I said, I'm gonna play with the paintbrush and see if it makes my look better.
Yeah, it's just like a realistic looking toy gun. This is plastic, so don't worry about it.
I don't worry. I mean, I assume because you
I'm not shooting off bullets, don't worry. If I was actually shooting off bullets, it'd be much louder.
yes, exactly. That's my point. I don't like the loud.
You know that one video that one video where the guy like shoots a revolver in the house.
Oh my god!
A revolver.
Yeah,
it just looks straight up like a revolver.
Yeah, it's like that one video where the guy like fires off a revolver and the guy behind him goes like, "This is why mom doesn't fucking love you."
I don't.
I've heard of that clip. I haven't
God,
seen the full video.
I saw that clip back when it was on fucking Vine.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
it's an old Vine.
Okay, let's see. Let's look at the image.
Look at the
Yep,
image.
that looks like a gun.
Yeah, it's a toy. You can.
Image ID gun.
Yeah, image ID. It's a silver toy revolver with a white handle that just looks like a revolver, sitting on my desk. There's your image ID.
That's scary.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, my mom was like, "Yeah, don't bring that outside because a cop will see it and think you have an actual gun." So, I don't. It's stayed in my house. I also somewhere in my house. Oh, I still have it. Actually, let me grab it. I just noticed it's sitting next to my bed. I also have.
It's my toy Glock.
No, actually, it's a pair of
That looks
handcuffs.
like
It's a toy pair of handcuffs.
You can hear her from the bed. Just the fact that Amber is like walking away and
Yeah,
still talking.
it's a toy pair of handcuffs.
I mean, to be fair, I was cleaning my room before I remembered it was the Splatfest and started playing Splatoon like a loser.
How durable are they?
Not very, because again, they're a toy. It's like, I don't think it's metal, I think it's plastic. But you can put them on, and you can lock them. Not like, it's not actually a lock. There's like a lever that you can pull down and it releases them. But I'm wearing handcuffs right now.
Oh no, you're going to prison for all of
So
your
I really
crimes.
can, if we wanted, we could
Like-
play like a cowboy game with this stuff. You want to know how I got these handcuffs?
You want to know how I got these scars?
Because I'm the Joker, baby. Yeah, I got these handcuffs because I'm the Joker, baby. No. So it's really funny how I got these. So I had a friend that I used to have that lives on my street that I don't like anymore. So I don't mind much about this story. But these were their handcuffs.
Did you steal it from them?
Yes.
Oh, neat.
So
Why?
what happened
Sweet.
was, and I think they highly suspected that I stole it, but so what happened was they brought these out and we were playing with them, and when we were done, they forgot about them and I still had them, and they left and went back into their house, and I'm like, I'm just gonna take these. And so I did, and I brought them back home, and then like later, I forget if it was the same day or if it was later, but they were like, where's the handcuffs? And I made this. I can't believe that they never like pressed me harder than they did, because this is the dumbest.
Attorney.
This is the shut up. This is the dumbest
No.
lie I've ever told. But I literally was like, yeah, I just, when I was leaving, I just like tossed it back into your yard, and I didn't think much of it, So it's somewhere in your yard, and there was like looked around for it, and obviously couldn't find it. But don't know where I tossed it.
You're
oh, sorry.
evil. You're evil.
Yeah. So now I just have these handcuffs, and I'm never giving them back.
Did they have like a dog?
No. Yeah, actually they
okay.
did.
Oh, okay. Then they probably thought that the dog buried it.
Probably not. The dogs never went outside.
Oh,
What?
okay. Then never mind.
The dogs were as far as I know, I never saw the dogs outside. No, they were let out in the backyard, which was fenced off.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
They wouldn't have gone out into the front yard, as far as I know. But yeah, so I just have these pair of handcuffs. There's a key that went with them. Because there's like a keyhole on each cuff that it's like, oh, you turn it and it pushes the lever and releases the thing to open it. But the lever's accessible from the outside, so you can just pull it because it's a toy. You're not actually supposed to lock yourself up as a child. But they're neat. I don't know, like they're good for roleplay if I ever roleplay with them, which I probably won't.
Roleplay.
What?
Look, you can use them for other things, but I ain't into that.
Oh.
Bring up
Yeah.
Why are you disappointed? Why are you disappointed?
If
What did
you know,
you do?
is it okay if I just like slide you $10 and I can borrow them for a little bit? It's just
and they
What are you
better
gonna do that
cut
with?
if you borrow them, I better not see any unsightly stains on them afterwards.
I can't make any promises, but I can promise you that if if there do happen to be some quote unquote unsightly stains on them, that these pair of handcuffs will be squeaky clean by the time that they are returned to you. So
You know what's funny? My wrists are so thin that I can tighten these handcuffs up to the tightest setting on my hands, and they still.
You need to.
They
Are
fit.
you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you a stick figure?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
can
we've
we get a
discussed this
drawing
before.
of Amber as a stick figure?
And me and Henry Stickman.
You
But
could
that's
do
just
that.
you-
Remember, you
that's
could
just-
do that. That's
Well,
just a
yeah,
stick
make it
figure.
yourself.
Do it.
I
Make
am
Make Chili
terrible.
do
I am
it.
a terrible artist. I'm not doing that.
Well, that's
Chili's the
your
one who
fault.
does the
Stick figure,
stick figures.
man. It's a little stick
Wait,
figure.
yeah,
It's not that
yeah,
difficult.
God, I'm so
Shut
terrible
up,
at art.
figure.
Oh, the stick figure is gonna look horrible.
Everybody, shut the hell up. 10 times battle.
10
Huh?
time battle doesn't include handcuffs.
No, shut up. I hate you. I'm just kidding. I don't hate you. I only hate River.
I always feel funny about the fact. So I am not a person like I'm kind of in the camp of I'm very much in the camp of guns are cool in video games but not in real life. And
Exactly, you get it. I agree with that.
I'm curious if any of you have. So do you have any like favorites for guns? Because I do, and it's like I have to be like, I have favorite guns in video games. In video games, I don't like guns in real life.
My favorite
do
gun
have
in
a
video
favorite
games
gun
is
video game wise.
I don't know. I actually don't really like shooters in Splatoon all that much. I don't like shooters in Splatoon, so I guess it would have to be. Ooh. I mean,
My favorite gun in video
Do they have
games.
to be like
Yeah.
guns that have
It can be
existed
a
in
real.
real
It
life?
can be a
or-
real gun that. But I'm just saying, like generally, favorite gun. It can be a real gun. It can be fictional if the fictional guns are cooler than real guns.
Oh, the portal gun.
Yeah, the
like
portal
an
gun.
actual like bullet gun. Let's keep it to that.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's just a portal bullet.
yeah, it's a portal bullet.
Okay, fine.
I'm trying to think of all the shooters in Splatoon, but I just don't like any. I mean, blasters were. But I don't
Okay,
really like
I
any
know what
blasters either.
mine is. The SDMG from Terraria.
You know what? That's a fair pick.
I don't actually really play games with guns that much.
I play Resident Evil, so you know I play games with guns.
My answer is really weird.
Okay, shoot. Literally.
My
your
answer is
answer?
really weird. My favorite gun happens to be the Desert Eagle.
Oh, the
Oh my
Eagle.
god.
What game?
That is also my favorite gun.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love. I love how the Desert Eagle looks. It is my favorite looking gun, and also pistols are my favorite category, for some reason.
But the biggest reason, and this is gonna be like really weird.
Is it Fortnite?
No, it has nothing to do with Fortnite.
I would have said Fortnite because Soul's favorite gun in Fortnite is the Deagle.
Would you believe me if I had told you that it's because of Minecraft?
Wait,
What?
what like
What
a mod?
Yeah.
No,
so-
tell me the
okay,
mod.
No, they added guns in Minecraft
So,
while we were looking.
This was back in high school. My freshman year of high school, I was enrolled in this like a private program for a little bit before I was placed into, a proper high school.
Why?
Catalyst was the name of it. I don't remember why. But one of my buddies there, I don't know if I should give names. One of my buddies there was big, like a massive computer nerd, and
We lost this sometimes battle. I'm going to kill somebody.
so
By the way, FYI.
when the classrooms started getting desktops, he went out of his way to install Minecraft and then get like gun mods and vehicle mods for Minecraft. And I forget what it was called, but it added in a bunch of like actual guns and
The only one that I know, this might not be that old, but it's called Vix Modern Warfare.
that sounds familiar, but I don't think that was the one.
There's also tech guns, but that's not realistic guns. Well, some
But-
realistic guns, but a lot of non-realistic ones.
Anywho, the category that I just so happened to enjoy from this mod pack were the pistol section, and wouldn't you know it, they did the Desert Eagle justice, and it just so happened to be my favorite gun because my buddy. This is also hilarious. I didn't piece this together until like a month ago, but I had a buddy in that classroom who shares the same name as a buddy of ours in the FFV. Wouldn't you know it, it's Adam.
Is it the same person?
Oh,
Definitely not the same person.
Okay. That would be
because
funny.
My buddy Adam in high
Adam
school
lives
he was
in Italy
tall.
or around
he's-
there.
Oh, okay. Well, how should I know? Oh, wait, because you were talking about bullying him for living in
wait.
Italy last.
No, he lives in Morocco.
But
That's not
You're
as bad
right.
as it
the Adam in high
Mhm.
school, the one that I knew in high school, he was tall, lanky, kind of a dick. He was fun to be around, but there was he called me druggy at one point. Did I ever tell you guys that?
Nope.
Okay.
He called me
Are you sure you-
druggy because
Maybe that's why they thought you took weed. Maybe they communicated.
maybe.
Maybe that was
Um,
that was the person you were talking about in disguise. The person at the weed store.
He whenever we would work on our science homework stuffs, we would gather around this big table for the teacher to help us. And anywho, I happen to know a lot more about the side effects of certain drugs, that my buddy Adam turned to me and was like, I'm gonna start calling you druggy. And I was like, what the fuck? Why? He told me, because you happen to know a lot more about this stuff than we do. And I was like, so that earns me the nickname druggy of all things? Okay, I guess. So
Sorry.
I was fucking known as druggy for a little while. That was fun.
Was there any more to your Minecraft gun story?
Oh, I mean, there were some funny moments, but
Minecraft funny moments?
Episode 572.
we did get split up into teams because there was this whole thing about like needing resources for guns and having to rely on each other for ammo, and it got to the point where we needed to split apart from each other to, I guess, for the sake of conserving ammo. I don't really remember the whole thing behind it. I got partnered up with the computer nerd at one point, just to kind of help me, get my foot in the door as far as guns and vehicles were concerned. And then once we actually made like a survival world for this kind of thing, it was me and Adam, and he was okay. Like, he was a decent partner, I guess. He spent a lot of his time doing his own things, like nothing gun or vehicle related. But when me and him were back at the base, it was decently fun. And then we had a turf war. That was fun.
Wars. Strippers are fun.
Just
I've,
like Splatoon.
so I also I wanna mention, since we're I also said that the Desert Eagle is my favorite gun, and I So this, I think this has a bit more of an extensive an overtime backstory. So there was a game, I forget if I've ever shared. I think I've shared it on the podcast, but I don't quite remember. So there was this old rip-off GTA game that I played called Block City Wars, and
Holy shit!
Anyway,
Oh my god, Block City Wars. All right.
yeah, what, do you recognize it?
I recognize the name. I never did play it myself, but I I know what it is. I know of its existence. I I have friends who've played it, but I've never played it
Yeah,
myself.
so it was basically like Minecrafty GTA, and it was kind of shitty, and it also had, like online multiplayer, PvP modes, whatever. So back when I played the game, there was a like a there was an they just I think they just call it the uh I think I forget what they call it. They can I think they call it like Golden Deagles is what they referred to it as, or whatever. But the that was, I think, like that was at the time one of the best weapons that you could get. Um, and that was, I mean, like and being me, it was like, oh, I gotta get all the best stuff in this mobile game that I'll never care that I won't care about in like 5 years. But the
Are you about to say 50 years?
no 15, but that
Oh,
was a bit
okay.
of a high shot. But the and that was kind of the starting point, I'd say. And then, like, later down the line, like I said, I play a lot of Resident Evil, and in that there is always a magnum in those games of some form, of some sort of, like, rare bullets but high power, or expensive bullets if if there's crafting or whatever. And so generally the magnum would take the form of like a six shooter, like a revolver. Um, in Resident Evil 2, there is a gun called the Lightning Hawk, that is, you know, like the Desert Eagle.
Eagle?
So
It's not it.
the Lightning Hawk is the magnum of the game, and it's and I think that the look of the Desert Eagle and the Lightning Hawk by extension just look really cool to me. Like, I just love how the overall design of it looks. And, like, there's for some reason I've always loved, like, very single shot, like, semi-auto pistols. And by extension I like revolvers a lot too, because uh they're very, like, the like single shot pistol. Um and but I've, like, Resident Evil 2, the old Block City Wars, maybe a bit of Pixel Gun 3D. I forget what the guns were in that when I played that also.
Holy
Also,
shit!
side note, did you see that Pixel Gun 3D got a Steam release recently?
Did it really?
Yeah, it did. The reviews are currently mixed because it's so ridiculously pay to win and full of, like, buy this, buy our microtransactions, get this. Like a pop up, like, everywhere, and there's so much
Oh, well, I
imbalance in
would
the
hate
game.
I hate those sorts of games so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't play those. I can't play those because they suck.
Yeah, I played it. The only reason I would like, a lot of the reviews were like, "Yeah, the only reason people playing are this is for nostalgia. Don't lie." And I'm somewhat tempted to go to, just like, because it's free on Steam. There's DLC, but you don't have to pay for anything as much as they want you to. I'm tempted to just hop in an online match, as much as I hate online games, just for nostalgia factor. But don't feel like it. And also, I mean, like, it certainly feel better on PC because mobile FPSs are they're better than, or they're like not that bad, but playing on PC is better. Um, but that little fun tidbit aside, yeah, that's why I started liking. And now that I play, like, more, ever since I started actually playing Resident Evil games, I usually stick to pistol, like, because, it's all reliable, single shots, low damage, but you get a decent amount of ammo for it. Shotgun is safe for the for the more I need to kill this thing quick or I need to do a lot of damage kind of thing, and all the other weapons that you get, whether it be a rocket launcher or like a machine gun or whatever you get in those games. I don't know. I've always liked the pistols. Basic shot, one kill. Well, that's just magnums, but and then like, and it's carried over into any other games. I play a ultra kill, and
Ah.
I use the pistols so much more than any other weapon, which is standard for most players because the pistols include the ricochet, which is the coin shooting gun.
Oh, I've heard of that. It looks really cool.
Yeah, and coins do everything in that game.
Yep.
So, the only thing that forces me to switch off of using only the pistols is the weapon scaling thing, where you get your score decreases the more you use one weapon. So you get less score from a weapon the more you use it.
That's actually a really good gameplay idea.
Yeah, there's no you can play using only one weapon because if you don't care about style points, but style points obviously affect your grade at the end of the level. So if you want to get a high grade, you got to do style points, which means you got to switch around your weapons a bunch. And it'll stale it it'll start as fresh and it gives you 1.5. Fresh like Friday Night Funkin'. Holy shit! Fuck
Shut up.
God.
No, nobody cares about Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh,
for the love of God! We are up against the most annoying people of all time, by the way. And if I win, I will be so happy because these guys. I kind of want to spunk him, guys, just because I don't like their guts.
But anyway,
sorry, that's I get.
But it starts fresh, and it does a 1.5 times score bonus. Then the more you use it, it'll go down to a 1.0, then to a 0.5, and then to just multiplying it by 0, so you don't get any bonus score from using the weapon. So you got to switch off. And obviously, freshness increases the more you use other weapons for weapons that have it lowered, and it's a pretty neat system. But anyway, I'm a pistol person.
Also, a freshness weapon system in Splatoon. That is it's not the same at all, but it is called the same thing, and I find that funny.
Yeah, I'm very much in shooter games a pistol person. What other? I think that's the only Resident Evil and Ultra Kill are about the main shooter game. One's a shooter, like an action shooter. One's a horror shooter, and it's I also I don't really have any other shooter games. I fucking wish there were more single player shooters that I could play. I like shooters. But I don't like going online. So, Jem, do you have an opinion on favorite gun or favorite type of gun, like automatic pistol, like shotgun kind of thing?
I don't know. I can't really say because I haven't played many games with full on real. I haven't played many shooters. That's basically what I'm saying. So I can't really say I like this one more and I like that one more.
Yeah.
Because if anything, I'll probably just start listing a bunch of fantasy sort of guns.
Yeah. Honestly, there is something fun about these fuck ass ridiculous guns that games add. Yeah. You go into Terraria. You were talking about the SDMG. It has. I think the SDMG is a reference to another game. It was a crossover. Terraria added in the SDMG, and the other game added in Skeletron Prime as a boss. But yeah, there's some wacky guns, and the Mega Shark. That's an iconic one. And then
it was a collab. Wait, hold on. It was a collab between Terraria and what's it say? Edge of Space.
Yeah, Edge of Space. I also love going to on the wiki. It links to the Edge of Space wiki page, and the wiki page for the SDMG is so bare bones.
Wow.
It was
really.
Wow. It has nothing. The popular pages listed on the wiki is guide getting started, and that's it. But yeah, there's a bunch of there's not a lot of guns in Terraria. Some of them are just real guns, like the sniper rifle or the revolver or the musket or the flintlock pistol. um, or just the handgun, which is just a pistol. Um, but you can also go to like Calamity, which has like um, adds a bunch of guns, uh, ranged guns, and it has like a bunch of wacky shit. I think the only real gun it adds is the P90, uh,
90.
which is
Oh yeah.
a real gun, and that is the only real gun that it adds. Uh,
Okay. I'm
there's
actually.
yeah,
I might be biased, and I
mm,
might because I just realized I completely ignored the time when I played Fortnite like 4 years ago. From my time playing Fortnite 4 years ago, I have to say that if I were to choose like a real gun like, that exists like in real life, I'd say it would be a close call between the shotgun or the sniper rifle because both are really. I think the shotgun's really fun. You
mhm.
can even like in fiction, you can do a lot of wacky stuff with it. And sniper rifle, no, it's just clean, like just scoping in and then like aiming for the head and bam, one shot.
Like the game,
Exactly
except
like the
more
game.
brutal.
Yep.
I honest like I'm for me, sniper rifles are like very like iffy because especially if you're playing single player, like what are you gonna do with a sniper rifle build in single player? If the enemies
Yeah,
get
that's
close to you,
true.
you're fucked. If there's a horde of enemies, you're fucked. You gotta have something else. Like it's like sniper rifles are fun, but not in a single player. You're single player, get something else. For the love of God. Uh, shotguns are fun, but they're always that a lot of games that have ammo systems are make them like it's like your I for emergencies weapon. Like it's almost like a tier of like pistols used for anything, shotguns used for riskier situations to take out enemies quickly or for big damage. Magnum used for even riskier situations or to take out enemies even quicker.
Yeah.
In my philosophy, save every single piece of Magnum ammo I get until the final boss and blow it all there, which is always what I do. I never use Magnum ammo anywhere else except for the final boss, and I've never stopped doing that. Saving resources. I'll use that. I'll use those healing items later. Don't use them now. I may be bleeding out every orifice, but I might need it later.
I do
That's
that too.
exactly what I think.
I'm
That's like
curious. I'm also, or you continue before I ask another question.
oh, I was gonna say that's exactly what happens when sorry, it's like oh, I got this powerful item. I want to use it now. Oh, you can do something with it later. Why not just store it away?
Yeah, at least with Terraria, there's no like weapon durability like in Minecraft, so you can use weapons
Oh
however
yeah,
you want.
that's true.
Which is nice. Like you get a weapon and you can just use it, and you can store it away for later, and it doesn't matter. You can do whatever. And like even things like ammo, you can just make more of it. It's not that limited. Um, but also with the endless musket pouch, it makes it slightly more tempting to do that instead of wasting ammo. But you know, I mean, the infinite musket pouch is basically I don't want to waste my good bullets on these zombies. Uh, but yeah, I was also gonna ask because I was curious, like not like guns, but do you, are is there like a certain like say in an RPG where you have
Mhm.
like your
Daggers.
what?
I like daggers and magic.
Daggers?
I was going to say more like if like an RPG class like
Oh,
if you
sorry. I
were
thought you were going to ask about a weapon. Yeah.
no
Wow.
like would you go for more of like do you like playing I know that RPGs give you every class in one party, but like are you like a person that really likes like physical attackers, magic attackers, buff characters, debuff characters, healer characters, like kind of that sort of thing?
What? So,
I
like, what do we prefer?
Yeah,
Like
like
those?
the kind of classes that you think are the most fun to do. Like say you're
Hmm.
doing an RPG that's solo, or I don't know, you playing an RPG where you control one character and the rest are like NPCs, like just to make it more of a balance.
Hmm.
So like you can only control one class. What class would you choose?
Like I said,
Mm,
I like I like close range. Yeah, I like close range. Being able to do that. Like I like close range weapons, but I also really like magic. So I probably will. I'll always go with like a sorcerer or mage type character, unless like it's like it's one of the, but not like a like a healer.
Mm-hmm.
Let me shoot fireballs out of my hands, and I will be happy.
What about the rest of you?
I'm thinking because what's like the basic ones, right? Like magic. You got your
Yeah.
warrior, and then you have like
There's like
healer.
so what I would say are like a lot of the main classes are like RPGs have their physical attackers like warriors. They have like their magic attackers like mages. Then they have tanks like so usually physical attack like tanks are like physical attackers. Or they focus on physical attack. They just have really beefy defenses. But you could class that out into like really tanky magic characters that are really weak to physical, or flip that, really tanky to physical, really weak to magic, or really tanky to both and just don't do a lot much else. They're just there to absorb damage. Um, and then you could have like, uh, and then you could have like if there's a range thing, you could have like archers, or like hunters or things like that. Sometimes there's themed
Hmm.
magic, like say there's like a dryad that can use earth magic or something, or whatever. Um, and there's like I guess a lot of places use thieves, like very like quick stealthy
Yeah,
characters that use like daggers and
and very
stuff.
priority moves. I think
Uh,
okay. So I think if we're going off of that, I think I'd go with either a mage character or like a warrior type character because I like melee. I'm one of those that just dumb high numbers come off the screen, and then
I
me
also like.
dying. Yeah, like me dying 2 seconds later because I have the worst defense ever, and then I die. Um, but um, I think also mage is pretty cool because most cases mage will have a little bit of like both healer and warrior like melee.
mhm.
So like it will probably have like healing spells, but you can also probably do like a very strong spell. It kind of has like a mixture of both. That'd be kind of. I think that's also like another one that I like.
Hmm. For me, or River, what before I say mine, do you have an opinion?
I'm more of a ranged person. I prefer more like, I guess, I mean, if we're I'm trying to find like a good frame of reference here. Um, I don't really know how to put it into perspective, but if given the opportunity to use like snipers or bows and arrows, I would prefer that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
Something that could do damage from a distance.
Yeah, that's honestly fair. I like or like games that have like range. Like the first game that comes to mind that had I that like I would assume that I think I don't know for sure if this has range that factors, but based on the board layout, I'm assuming it does. I think Fire Emblem because it's got like a position based grid, and I'd imagine if you had ranged attacks, you could hit from further.
It's funny that you mentioned that. The first game that came to my mind was Shining Force and Shining Force 2, where it's like a top-down grid thing, and depending on where you place your characters, you can actually have um, characters who need to get up close for more heavy melee attacks, or if you have a ranged character, they can focus more on damaging enemies from afar, and it's really cool. Um, there's one character in particular who I'm thinking of who, oh god, it's a Shining Force 2 character. Let me see if I can't find them. It's like a Minotaur guy. Or Centaur? What's the difference? Centaur. Shining. I gotta look it up now because it's gonna bug me.
You know, a side note, unrelated to this, but I'm remembering like because we're talking about like RPG characters, and I really find it funny. It was very funny to me. So, in RPG Maker, there is like there's an option for us. You can have either a front view or a side view battle, where the side view has like the enemies on the left and your characters on the right. And I really find it funny because the game, you know, it gives a bunch of like default assets for you when you use RPG Maker, and I've always found it really hilarious. They have separate sprites for side view enemies and front view enemies because you know they're supposed to be your characters are in front of them in one point and to the right of them in another. But the only thing they change about the sprites for the side view enemies is to make them like to move their eyes so they're looking over to the right. And they don't like make them like face a different direction. They don't like redraw them to make them like look. They're still like turned towards the camera, like they're fighting a character at the camera, but their eyes are like glancing over to the side, like, oh, they're over there. And it's just really funny.
Here we go. The character is Chester.
Chester.
He's a what's the difference between a centaur and a minotaur? Jesus, help me out here.
A centaur is the horse body. A minotaur is the bull
The
head.
weird bull. Okay. Centaur then. That's what he is. And I believe he can wield spears and bows. Yeah, I believe those are the two weapons he can wield, if I remember correctly.
Mm.
He's got terrible, and I mean like terrible defense, but when he's in the right positions, he can deal some good fucking damage from afar.
That's your kind of ideal RPG playstyle.
That's my ideal playstyle, truth be told. I would love to deal damage from afar, even if my up close defenses aren't, the strongest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my personal class is you know what, what's your guess? I'm curious. What's your guess for me?
Your personal class for what's it?
Like RPG class.
Healer?
Gee, how'd you really guess that one?
Hey, really?
Yeah. That would
Hey,
be
really?
that would be
Is it
my
healer?
pick. Yeah. I for some reason I really like doing support stuff in games. Like I obviously can barely do it because I play so many things alone. Anyway. But I really love doing support classes. More so when like it depends on the game. Like I don't know. I find in like standard RPGs attacking to be more fun because honestly I feel like a lot of, aside from healing, either like a lot of buffs just don't feel that impactful in a lot of RPGs to me. Like I could buff their attack, but why would I do that when I can just attack with this character and just deal way more damage?
So true.
And it's like it just feels that way in a lot of RPGs, and I don't think a lot of status effects like that are balanced 100% right. It's a hard balance to strike because you have to make them powerful enough to make worth using, but not so powerful that they like buff your character to extreme levels and just decimate everything if you have that. It's kind of buffs are important in RPGs, but you gotta really fine tune them. But yeah, I don't know. I just like being support, like healer kind of thing. it's my go-to if I'm playing with friends, if that's an option for me, if I can just play support. Um, and generally it's healer, so I really like being healer. But, uh, and
Uh-oh.
it's like
No, my internet.
there's other your internet. What about your internet?
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm back. My internet's cutting out for some reason.
Huh? That's weird. Uh, yeah, I am a healer person. I heal.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
are. Mercy, man.
No, I'm not an Overwatch character.
Haha.
Now, Mercy is a person in the FFE. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's not me.
I
do
can't.
not.
Ooh, I was about to get killed there. I was about to get killed if I said I. Oh yeah, I forgot, but I can't say I forgot.
I'm going to. Don't worry. I don't think Mercy watches the podcast, despite
I'm
the
glad
fact
the
that they
majority of
appeared
the-
on an episode as a guest.
I'm glad the majority of people don't go in here and listen to us because I'm pretty sure that they would kill us if they actually cared about what we said most of the time here.
Yeah, that we only have one fan. But in some ways, thank God.
Yep.
Exactly.
We have. What's funny? So what was it? Our 2 episodes ago. Or 2 episodes ago, episode 21 that has 16 views. The episode that I and Aku tweeted about has 7 views.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Wait. So, wait. So, why does that random episode have 16 instead of?
Awesome.
I don't know. I don't know why that episode is so much. It got 3 times as many views as we normally get, but it does. And
I was not there. I think that's why, actually.
No.
I'm
joking.
I'm joking.
Also, the episode before that. Well, at least it doesn't have you in the thumbnail. I think you showed up later. But that one only has 5. So, our least viewed video has 2 views.
That's more than 0 views.
Episode 17. I think it's probably because that one went on for 3 hours 36 minutes, but I don't know. I don't know if views are. Huh?
Was it the Tamagotchi episode?
No, the Tomodachi episode was our 17 view one, or 16 view one.
Oh wait, that was the one that had 16 views.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. People like that one, I guess.
I felt that was the most sloppiest one we put out yet.
It was pretty sloppy. We just talked about Tomodachi Life for a bunch.
Oh well. Man, the consumers nowadays and their standards for products is very, very odd.
That's because corporations feel like they can give us less.
Yeah, these damn companies, I swear, we're better than them.
Listen,
We are actually.
Monkey Corp has weird.
We're not a corporation.
Monkey Corp.
Yeah, I mean, what do we call it? Monkey Corp.
Yeah, this is we're Monkey Brains LLC. We're Monkey Brains NLC, no liability company.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we don't anything that comes from our podcast, we don't take any blame for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have no responsibility for anything that happens in this podcast or as a result of the podcast, and you can't say anything otherwise.
Yep.
Now that we just discussed RPG classes, by the way, now I'm like, also I should mention, God, we need to upload a video on our fucking gameplay channel.
Did
Wait, you created
make
that?
it already?
Already?
Yeah, we made. That's been made. We just need to actually find a time because I don't want to. It doesn't matter when we do it. Just whenever we're all free. Just
Wouldn't the first one be? I mean, I'd be
first one's
that.
gonna be
Listen,
Tomodachi Life.
if you can
I've actually
hold
never played
on.
Tomodachi Life.
if you can hold on to like another 3 weeks, I'd be down every single day of the week to do like a recording because I'm gonna be out of college soon.
Yeah, once we're out, I guess we can focus more on non-podcast days once school's out.
3 weeks. I can't. I don't know if I could do that because I'm gonna be visiting my dad soon. So I'm gonna be out of town, and I don't know if I'll be able to.
Well, how
Wait,
long
what's
are you
so
gonna
funny
be
about
gone?
it?
I don't know, like 2 weeks. Not that long.
Okay.
I mean, I am going to pre-college for 5 weeks.
Oh my god, are you people? Oh well,
But on the weekends,
me and you, Amber.
It's falling apart.
I am planning to go. No, this won't be like those movies where like friends go to college and split apart forever, like those the dumb coming of age movies. No, I will.
Welcome to this episode of Friends.
I don't think that happens in Friends, but I've never watched
Someone
Friends.
told you life was gonna be
Welcome to this episode of a High School Musical.
I don't think that happens in High School Musical either.
College musical. Welcome to this episode.
Yeah, the
musical.
The college musical is significantly more depressed than the High School Musical. But yeah, I mean,
college,
like,
I can agree.
it's fine if we have like some way. Like, I just want to like get to the point where we can actually start the gameplay channel. Not only because it's more things to do, but also I just want to play games with you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
I want.
We yet to play content warning.
Yeah, we did get. Wait, Jem, did you ever get that?
I haven't. No, I don't.
Damn, it
I
was
think
free
I
for the
have-
first like 24 hours, and I sent about it in
Oh,
this
really?
chat.
I actually
I
think I
didn't
did.
know.
I actually think I did. Like I did. I actually think I did get it.
Which is awesome. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's that much. It's just called. It's content warning. It's a game on Steam. It was free for the first 24 hours, so I was like, "Hey, you should get this." How much does it cost
I've
now?
heard
it costs
it-
$8.
I've heard it-
It's not that expensive.
Oh.
Also,
I've
this
heard
was
it's
made
like,
by the guys who made Tabs and Cluster Truck.
No, I don't know
Tags,
anything
no
about
kidding.
any of those.
Yeah,
But cool.
Totally accurate battlegrounds. You know the ones where those low poly red and blue guys, or low.
Yeah, I know
excuse
what
me,
you're talking
totally
about.
accurate battle simulator. Totally accurate battlegrounds is is a different game. Yeah. Totally accurate
Yeah, I know
battle
what you're
simulator. The
talking
low
about.
poly one where blue and red guys fight each other and a bunch of things. You never seen that, Fia?
Nope.
Huh.
Sorry.
Have you ever seen Cluster Truck?
No.
What about Stick Fight the game?
No.
Holy crap! They made that one too.
Yeah.
Wow.
They also made Rounds. That one didn't hear as much about, but it exists. But yeah, they made content. They made content warning too. So, they're called Landfall games.
Land.
Yeah, but they made there's content warning. It's a neat little game. 10 friends.
remember-
10 friends already own this game. Yeah, everyone was picking that.
Am
up
I one of them?
I
You say that
10
it works.
friends.
It works.
Yes,
Even
you
though
have it in your
okay.
library.
Yeah. Okay, good. I just wanted
Um,
to make sure.
Yeah, River and Fia have it in their library.
I didn't get it. No, I was stuck doing homework for college. No.
It's
I
only
tried
it's
that
only
on
$8. It's not that bad. But yeah,
Just so I
we'll
didn't
play it.
forget.
I've wanted like it's a thing where like I really like co-op multiplayer games. Like I always find that they can be really fun, but I have no one to play it with.
You know what? You know what? We could try to do?
What?
I could try and get what's it? Lethal Company because I've never played it.
I've never played Lethal Company either,
I do own Lethal Company. I have a. You know what?
so I wouldn't be able to play with you guys.
That's fine.
That's
I mean,
cool.
like, I definitely, I mean, for the gameplay channel, I want to do games that we can all participate
Actually,
in.
Oh, okay. Man, I was just gonna suggest because the new Rusty Lake Cube Escape, whatever you want to call it, game came out, and I've been desperate to play it. It costs money. I was planning on blackmailing Amber into buying it for me because we used to play all the Rusty Lake games. So that was like the first games we played. But then I realized, oh, it's not a co-op game.
I
was
mean,
just
like,
thinking, like,
okay,
you
so
could help
I
me
there is,
with
so, no, like, co-op game, like, obviously I want there to be co-op games, but if it's excuse me, if it's a single player game that, because we're playing Tomodachi Life and that's not a co-op game, I'd be the one playing it, but you guys all have a hand in it and we get to banter about the game, and that's always fun.
Yes, Amber, please.
Yeah.
Can you please buy me the new Rusty Lake game, please?
Is it on Steam?
It's like $1. I'm sorry.
You sound like a very like.
You sound like a disappointed. You sound like you're very disappointed in me.
Parent.
Yeah, I'm like a parent. Oh, you want to get a game again? All right.
It's like $1.
All right, Timmy. Show me your grade.
$1. That dollar could put food on the table, don't you know?
in 17.
Underground Blossom.
Yeah. Listen, I am
winning
winning
on
an
a
award.
66% off sale right now.
Oh yay! I am winning an award.
I could buy you the Rusty Lake bundle with every
most of the-
game.
Most
It
of the
has-
games are free. I thought. I played.
Well, it's currently 71% off. It costs $8.
Is Underground Blossom there? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Underground
probably costs more
Blossom.
than just
Underground
one-
Blossom is
listen,
included. It also
If it
includes.
costs more than just one game, I don't want to waste your money. But it's so.
I mean,
don't
if you're
waste your
interested
money.
in the bundle has. Let me look at it. Underground
I'm pretty sure
Blossom.
I've actually.
Well, hang on. Let me read it first. So it has Underground Blossom, The Past Within, but you already have that. Cube Escape Collection, Rusty Lake Hotel, Rusty Lake Roots, Rusty Lake Paradise, The White
Those are the
Door,
ones that cost all money.
and Cube Escape Paradox Chapter 2. They all cost money, yes.
I haven't played Paradox Chapter 2. I've played all the other
DLC.
ones.
You know
so
what's
it's
funny?
fine.
For some reason in my I think it
Given-
might have been a
This is the
a
quality
bonus.
content we have on the podcast.
I think it might have been a bonus for me buying The Past Within, but I also have Cube Escape Paradox on here.
Let's get Paradox is cool. We should. That's what I want. If you get me that game, we should play it after the podcast. I want to. Please.
I mean, maybe, but also you remember.
Hey, and we could upload that to the gameplay channel as like the bonus. The first. It's like not.
Well, I want
like
the first one to be
episode.
Tomodachi Life, though.
Exactly. It could be it can be episode 0.5 if you want.
No, episode 1 is.
Also, by the way, if we're gonna play Tomodachi Life, you're probably
What do you
gonna
even
need
want to
like a
put in
cable.
Tomodachi?
Yeah, you're gonna probably need like a cable so that we can be able to see the what you're doing in the game, right?
I'm doing it on emulator.
Oh, okay. You're
Who needs a capture card when I can just emulate it?
yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, I
I-
forgot you
I,
had
uh,
Citra.
Yeah, I have Citra before it all shut down.
Yay! I miss you, Citra.
Yeah, because the reason did you ever like learn why Citra got shut down?
Yeah, wasn't it because they didn't actually want it to be used for piracy or something?
No. So that's what their kind of statement was. But the reason,
okay.
so it was shut down by Nintendo, and the reason for it was they had another emulator called Yuzu, which is a Switch emulator.
Oh.
And the Switch emulator, the problem with that was, first of all, they had a Patreon for it. And the Patreon.
Why did they do that, dude?
Okay, hang on, wait. So the Patreon was the lesser problem. The bigger problem was the benefits which you could get from Patreon, which was early access to certain things. And one of those early access things that you could get from going to Yuzu's Patreon was an early access to Tears of the Kingdom before the game released.
Idiot.
Of course.
It was before the game
great.
released, and that
Oh
got
my God.
his attention. They shut it down, and since Citra is developed by the same company, they had to shut Citra down as well.
I'm sorry. That was not
They were the Icarus. They flew too close to the sun, and Nintendo shot them the fuck down for it.
I was about to say that they flew too close to the sun.
Yeah,
It's
they are.
two birds with one stone, but the birds aligned so that the stone would hit.
they got the collateral. But yeah, so yeah, they made a greedy decision and paid the price for it, and the rest of us paid the price. I'm sure there are other 3DS emulators out there, just not as popular, that you could probably download. I think I even remember seeing a post like, yeah, there's other 3DS emulators, and they gave like a couple of examples. I don't remember the examples because I don't remember the post, but yeah, that's what happened.
I'm gonna need you.
Thank you to Moon Channel, my favorite commentary channel, for making a video about it. Anyway.
I'm gonna need you to give me those emulators because I wanted to play
Yeah.
Pokemon Black and White.
I tried to look
couldn't.
and see if there is an installer file. There is not, as far as I could find, but I could just send you the files and you could probably just copy and paste them into where they need to go.
Why would they do that? Oh my god, that's like
They
rule
want their
number
money.
one.
They're greedy. They
I know,
they are
but, like,
literally like the people that develop Citra and Yuzu are under an LLC.
Oh
Like-
god, those they
Yeah, they got greedy, and now we don't have Citra. I have Citra, and other people who have it installed.
I have Citra.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I
Can
want.
you still
I
use
will-
it even if you haven't?
Yeah, I can
downloaded
still
can you
use it.
still use it?
I've still used it since it got shut down. It just there's no
Okay.
more updates. The problem that that some people have shown concern about is something that happened with Project 64. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, it's fine now." It's it's fine now that the fucking like Citra will be fine as long as you have it downloaded and you can like share it if for like the people that still have it downloaded. But someone pointed out that the problem now is that Citra is not receiving updates, and when it's not receiving updates, that means that if someone finds a crack in the system, like some exploit to get into the software and mess with it, they can't patch that because there's no longer being developed.
And wait,
Well,
what's the problem with that?
So there is the problem from what I've heard. This is word of mouth, so don't take this as gospel. But this happened with Project 64. In case you've ever heard of that emulator,
I don't know what that is.
It's a 64 emulator. What do you expect?
Exactly.
But it stopped development, and then people could found ways to go into it and use that to affect other people's copies of the emulator. I don't know exactly how that works or if it's doable on Citra or how they do that. I do know that Citra allows for online play by setting up its own rooms, and maybe that's how they would do it on, I don't know, some sort of internet connection thing. I don't know if Project 64 would need that because 64 games didn't really do that, but that's kind of what the point is, But that's the general gist of what I grabbed. Again, word of mouth, could be kind of fake, but it's the kind of thing where if Citra is fine for now, but in case an exploit gets found, you might have to jump ship. Again, don't know how serious, don't know if it's real, don't know anything. I am not experienced in this stuff. Point is, Citra's not receiving updates, so it can't be updated for any improvements or anything like that, or fixes.
Mm-hmm.
But it still exists. While the website is down, there's probably enough documentation on like r/Citra or something. But so it goes and all that.
God, I didn't even know that's what they did. Oh God, I feel so stupid for thinking better of them. Not them specifically, just like I feel so stupid for assuming that people wouldn't be stupid.
Yeah. It's great. It's greedy people. But yeah, at least I still have Citra, and I'll get that down. I'll get like a download for you, Gem, when I can.
Yippee! Thanks.
Yeah.
For legal purposes, Amber will not actually do that.
Yeah, for legal reasons, I'm not going to do that. Nintendo, please don't sue the 17 subscriber channel.
Exactly.
But yeah, and that's how it goes. And yeah, we'll play. Tomodachi Life still works on it. So Citra is cool. But yeah, no. At least I can play. So we can play that. I want. There's probably another Switch emulator out there somewhere. I don't know how frequent they are, but they probably exist. And what the reason I say it is I want to get one to play, Miitopia, because the updated version is on Switch and that has all the cool new features.
Yeah, Miitopia on Switch is fun, except I kind of forgot that I wanted to make my friends, and I forgot that I didn't have any friends. So I just kind
Well,
of
now you
started
have
making.
us. Now you have us.
Yes, exactly. Now I just started making my
Yeah,
my
and
pets.
well, I definitely want to. I definitely want to.
Sorry.
I definitely want to like when we do like, I want to do Tomodachi Life because we can add in a shit ton of bullshit stuff, but also Miitopia. Not only is it an RPG, and since I'll be playing it, I fucking love RPGs, and I love playing Miitopia back when I
There's
played
a
on 3DS.
class called Cat.
Yeah, that's what my class is gonna be, bitches.
That is what my class.
You know
is
what
called.
my class, what I ended up my character's class being in original Miitopia was vampire. I had so much fun with that class. That was a really fun one.
I told you. This is why I always joke about you being a vampire. It's come full circle.
Yeah, I drank my own blood, and that's more of like a that's a bit of a weird vampire. You drink your own blood.
I'm a vampire.
It's like a zombie vampire.
No, zombies don't eat
Interesting.
themselves.
I think I made that in Infinite Craft once.
Oh god, I forgot about Infinite Craft.
We could do an Infinite Craft thing on the gaming channel at some point.
Oh, I was gonna say, you just reminded me. Okay, in the channel, we have to do a Terraria playthrough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm planning. I will literally buy Fia Terraria and have.
I was gonna say, listen, Fia, if you don't want to play Terraria, that's fine. That's fine.
I do kind
you
of want to play it. I've heard so much about it at this point. I kind of want to play it, but also
I've played. Look, as the aficionado with like 2,000 hours. Hang on, 2,422 hours in Terraria. The game's pretty good. It's okay.
Yeah. Listen. If it wants to sell you over, they have a Splatoon reference in the game. Okay.
Listen, it's not
Wait,
even that.
they do?
I'm not,
yeah, they do. Okay.
Okay, this one I'm not familiar with.
Close to playing Terraria, I'm fine with it. Like I just don't have it.
Yeah, I can get it for you. It's like $10. It's really not.
It's
the reference is the. Did I just say it? Actually, it's fine. We've talked about Terraria a lot in front of you. After you defeat Moonlord, you can get the not a squid nor a kid.
Oh yeah, that painting. Right, I forgot about that. It's a painting of the Moonlord, and it says not a kid or a squid.
Everybody shut the hell up! There's another 10 times battle.
I'm not shutting up. Why would we shut up? This is a podcast.
All right, guys, we're stopping the podcast.
Yeah, we have to end this podcast to do a 10 times battle. Would you enjoy this hour 22-minute episode?
Yep. For a 3-minute battle that I will probably lose. By the way, River, where is River?
I'm here. Don't even.
I'm going to go on to Terraria. I'm going to search up Splatoon.
I forgot to kill you again. I forgot. I said I was going to kill you, and I forgot.
It brings up two pages. One for paintings for not a kid or a squid, and for the piece of moon squid. The items tooltip, the forbidden calamari, is likely a reference to an internet meme. Blah blah blah. The moonling may be a reference to Inklings from the third-person shooter.
If it's called that, if it's a squid and it ends in ling, it's definitely a Splatoon reference.
Yeah, it's summons the moonling. So.
It's a mini version.
Yeah, it's a yeah. So there you go, Splatoon. Wahoo! I'm curious now. I'm gonna check other mods for Splatoon. Let's see. Splatoon search on Calamity. It has 3, in fact. 3 results. The overloaded blaster. The weapon's design is similar to that of the splatter shot from Splatoon. I can see it.
Okay, that actually kind of pisses me off because there is a blaster in Splatoon.
Well, they have to name it something.
Yeah, then just call it
There's also the speed blaster, which it says here the noises it makes is a reference to Splatoon. So I guess it makes like the shoot sound.
Inky noises, I guess. Is that
there is the Calamari's Lament. The weapons tooltip and idle noises in Get Fixed Boy are a reference to Splatoon. So this summon, the tooltip is replaced with Woomy, and all idle noises are replaced with Inkling sounds.
We should have replaced it with like idols, the idols from Splatoon. Those noises.
It has like 5 samples of of Inkling noises, and I don't know like what they are. It just says replaced with Inkling noises. So it summons a squid. So there you go.
Mm.
That's fun.
Let me go to Thorium and see if there's Splatoon. Search for Splatoon. Charged
You know what?
Splasher. It says weapons mechanics and general design are based on the Splatling weapon class in the Splatoon series. The shape of the weapon is also based on the minigun from Team Fortress 2. There you go. It's a paint minigun. There you go. Splatoon.
Head of the clouds. They really thought pudding.
But yeah, I love references in games. But yeah, I like other things to play.
I
Like,
lost another 10 times battle. I'm very sad.
oh man, that 10 times sucks.
No, shush, leave me alone. I hate Team Bear. I hate Team Bear. I hate Team Bear. They're bullying me on Twitter. My team. They were making fun of our team on Twitter, saying, "Oh, we're gonna win," and I've lost like every match.
You know what? You know what would be.
So they probably aren't.
You know
gonna
what
win.
would be really.
I'm not gonna win, and it's gonna be. Imagine if like the Shivers team wins. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Me when I say words that nobody understands.
I was gonna say. You know what would be really funny?
What?
If we. I just thought of something funnier, but let me say my other idea first. So if we go on to like Itch and download some shitty fucking dating sim and play it on the
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
But my funnier idea was, so for Valentine's Day this year, someone made a Terraria dating sim where you date the bosses.
Wait! This is news to me. What?
I saw it on the subreddit. Someone made a
Skeletron fucking candidate.
I mean, that get Skeletron out of here. I'm looking at the Empress of Light right now. What?
Yeah, hang on. Let me so allow me to I'm gonna search dating sim on the Terraria subreddit. Demon Hearts, the Terraria boss dating sim. It's called Demon Hearts. I've never played it. Okay, so there's the Eye of Cthulhu, the Eater of Worlds, the Destroyer of Plantera, and Empress of Light, apparently.
Demon Hearts.
I'm gonna go for Plantera.
There's voices? This is voice acted? Oh, I need to play this.
Oh my god. Look at the oh wow, this art's actually pretty good.
Yeah, this goes hard. I want to play this on. We have to save this to play on the gaming channel. We have to.
Oh my god.
We need to play this on the gaming channel. Nobody
I like
play
how
it.
This is like a discussion. I like how we're talking about like things that we are going to do on the podcast. Like on any other normal podcast, this would be saved for like a conversation after, but you're on the Monkey Brain
fuck that. We talk about anything in this podcast.
You get.
It's in Steam. Oh my god.
It's on Steam? Wait.
It is on Steam.
Holy shit, I need to get this. We'll play it at the podcast, but Demon Heart. I wasn't typed in the search bar.
Somebody needs to clip that the noise that you just made. It was very silly.
Really on Steam. Oh, well, hold on. It said that it was on Steam.
It is.
Right,
Or maybe I'm wrong.
Hang on.
Because I looked at the itch page and it had a Steam link all the way at the bottom. Hold on. Let me go.
It has a Steam link at the bottom. Let me just go to. Oh no, that's
Terraria.
Terraria. That's Terraria.
Okay, never mind.
It's on
I got
Itch.
way
It's
too
on Itch.
excited.
It's
I got
on
way
Itch.
too excited. Never mind.
Yeah, it's on Itch. We can download it there, and we're definitely we're playing this on the channel, the gaming channel.
Hang on, wait a minute. So I'm gonna look this up. It's
called Demon Hearts on Itch.
Hearts.
It's a Terraria gaming sim. You're not allowed to play it. We save it for the gaming channel. But you can look at the page. It says, following the events of the main game, the bosses and the Terrarian have become well acquainted, for better or for worse. The Terrarian has been informed of a secret underground gathering spot for the elite and powerful monsters of the world. Out of curiosity, the Terrarian revives to see just what sort of no good they're up to, only to find out they're relaxing at a bar. Demon Hearts is a bar where monsters are free to unwind, dine, and chat the night away. Many romances have started, blossom, or ended here. Just grab a drink, relax, and don't die.
Don't die. Oh yeah, I guess death is a factor.
I
These character
love this.
portraits remind me of Monster High.
You kind of do.
Dude.
I'm pretty sure like something
I
has
just
grown
noticed
a little bit.
have you noticed on the destroyer there is a flower taped to his mandible.
Oh, it is.
That is
Oh.
I love that. But yeah, we're saving no one play this. We're saving this for the
I badly want to play this.
we're saving
Not
this
too
for the
bad.
gaming channel.
It's very clever that they also the name is Demon Heart. Ah, that's so
Demon Heart.
clever.
I love
I'm gonna bet that the love potion that's completely useless is gonna actually have some use here.
yeah. There is going to be a line where they say, "Did you just throw a love potion at me?" or something like.
yeah.
You know what? That's gonna happen. I fucking like. It's gonna be so hard to resist playing this to play it on the.
Okay, what do they have? They have King Slime,
Yeah.
I Cthulhu, Plantera, Eater Worlds, Empress of Fly. They have the Skeleton Merchant.
They sure do. Wait, mythical water voice Plantera? That's cool. Mythical water is a Terraria animator, by the way.
Wait.
They did a lot of chippy animations.
Wait. Mythical. What's it? Mythical Water?
Yeah. Lead artist
Hold
and
on.
writing by Mythical Water. Oh, they did. They were the lead artist and writer. Interesting.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Okay, I've seen a few animations. But
Yeah, I do remember their animations. I've seen some of them as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. They made a. I'm very into this. I cannot wait to play this on the channel.
2 months ago. Okay, this is 2 months ago.
Yeah, this was like I said,
This
Valentine's
is
Day of
very
this year.
recent.
Yeah, this came out
This is-
Valentine's Day this year.
Very recent. Jeez. Okay, now I want to play it.
Yeah, we have to hold off though. We have to do it.
I have
for
to
the
hold
gaming
off.
channel. It will be hard for me as well because I really want to play it too. Like I wanted to play it ever since I saw it released, but like at some point I just like forgot about it and I just got reminded of it. I'm like, God. But yeah. Pretty sick. We'll save that for the gaming channel. But yeah, like I said, just anything. It like obviously single player games. One of us will have to play it. It'll probably be me because I have the powerful computer. But if anyone wants to be and plus it's better quality for the recording, so you know. But
out of curiosity, do we have we come to an agreement on who we're going to try to date in this dating sim?
Oh.
You know, I'm not sure.
'Cause
Like,
I
wait,
have
let
a
me,
vote.
let me. Is it Empress of Light?
No.
Shocker.
I
Let
don't want to
me.
go for the Egg Cthulhu.
Let me read out their likes and dislikes on their character profiles. Eye of Cthulhu likes spotting and discussing hot drama, opening up to others. He himself and eyes. Dislikes strobes, strobes, bright lights and light mode, sunglasses on other people, and onions.
That's clever.
We have Eater of Worlds, corrupted cutie. Likes insanely durable silky dresses, staying home with a pile of hamburgers, and reading comic books in bed. Dislikes getting tangled with the Destroyer, judgment from strangers, and the Corruption's reputation.
What do you mean the Corruption's reputation? People like it more than the Crimson.
I'm a Crimson person, personally.
That's fair.
I won't tell Eater of Worlds, though. The corrupted cutie. We have the Destroyer, Love Machine. Likes spending time at home in the dungeon, analyzing strings of text called poetry, and exploring emotions as their siblings have. Dislikes misplacing their probes, family conflict, and being used as a tool for destruction.
Family conflict. Like-
I'm assuming the other mechanical bosses.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they probably don't get along with the twins.
Plantera, Gem of the Jungle, likes BB, Bonehead, and Rock'em, groove metal, and weed. Dislikes shrooms, rules, and people that touch her stash.
I don't get it.
Fine, I like I don't know, music stash, I guess. Empress of Light, Stellar Scarlet, likes the beauty of her hollowed kingdom, sunbathing in summer, and just rule, and just her rule. Dislikes corruption, crimson, and all impurity, people that are mid, and Moonlord and his freak show lackeys. That is your roster.
That's so fun.
I love that.
I have a vote for the character that we're going to be pursuing.
Cast your vote. What's your vote?
Well, I want to see what other people's votes are first.
I don't really care. I just kind of zoned out for that entire thing. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. You know, I don't know. I'm kind of between. I like all of them, honestly, but I'm kind of between Plantera and Eater of Worlds.
Plantera reminds me of Susie in that art that they have.
That is, yeah, it kind of does. It is kind of. You know what it reminds?
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? I'm about to. I'm about to. So it reminds me of Uzi from Murder Drones.
That too. Yeah.
That's the vibes it really gives me.
My vote is Plantera.
You want Plantera?
Yeah. You know what? Fair enough. What's your vote, Jim?
I want the Eye of Cthulhu. I want to spend time with him.
Well, we'll see what the.
You know how
what the
earlier we
roots-
joked about getting Jem to be gay?
I'm not that way, bro. I'm saying it like.
I think I'd have some. I think this is.
Hat.
I think that's a bowler hat.
It is a bowler hat.
You should know, Andrew, as the hat aficionado.
Okay? Actually, unrelated, but I wanted to tell the story. Just as a quick aside. So I went to the dentist today, as I told the chat. Wait, hang on! Don't spoil it! Don't spoil it! So, because I don't think Jem and River know about this. Or,
I swear you've told it on the podcast, but that might just be you telling me.
Maybe
on the...
I don't remember. But the point is, I went to the dentist today, and in case I haven't told this story before. So my dentist has, for the past several appointments, whenever I go there, really likes bringing up the fact that I have a top hat. And
oh yeah, you mentioned this. Yeah.
Okay.
So he did it again this time, which was really funny. And I cannot, every time he brings it up, I cannot stop myself from smiling. It just is so funny because it's just is he gonna bring it up this time? Is he? And then he does. It's he did, and it's it's just so funny. He always is oh yeah, did you visit the Abe Lincoln exhibit in Illinois in Springfield? And I'm no, I haven't yet. And he's you should eventually. It's you know that they spent so much money on that hat and it was a fake, and the two little divots, the two little things on his hat from when he would tip it to people, and that was fake too. And it's and wow, I've never heard this one before. He cracks me up.
Sounds like an NPC. I feel like you've wasted all his dialogue already.
He sounds like an NPC.
Clarification.
Yeah, you wasted all his dialogue already.
Run his dialogue, and every time I talk to him, he just keeps bringing up the same thing every time.
How old is that guy again? Remind me.
He's I don't know how old he is. He's older. He's I'd say 50s is my guess.
I think maybe he has Alzheimer's.
I don't think he has Alzheimer's. That's a bit extreme. He doesn't forget things like that. He just I think because I go to these every 6 months. Do you expect him to remember everything we talk about with all of his patients every 6 months?
But
Like that's not
every time.
like he sees a lot of patients. He's a dentist.
Part
And
of me
he's
thinks
the
it's
only.
funny
By
that
the
he-
way, he runs an office where it is only him in that dentist. Like he's
You
the
know-
only
Wait,
dentist.
really?
In that
It's
office.
only him?
Yeah, it's him and his assistant. And his assistant does
Wow.
his assistant is like the secretary. She doesn't do I think she does do dental work, but he does pretty much every patient.
Wow.
So he does all the work, and
Yeah,
so he has.
she only does dental work for the ghosts.
No, I know that she has done dental work on me once, and
Did she
I
ask
think
about your combat?
no, she has a very notable accent. I think she's Ukrainian.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she's nice. And yeah, she's just like the secretary person. But yeah, that is. But yeah, that's the dentist I go to. He's not like forgetful. He just he just asks me that a bunch. It's like my dad. My dad is the person where you will be talking to him, and he will repeat the same thing 5 times in the same conversation. Like conversations with him take so much longer because he'll say something like he'll like bring up something and then move on to the next point, and they'll bring up that same thing again, and then like build off of that, and then go back to that same point. It's something he does.
Does he repeat it like okay, but remember this main point here?
No, it's not like a remember thing. He brings it up like he hadn't brought it up in the conversation before.
Are you sure your dad doesn't have it?
No, he does not. It's just a quirk of how I think he just has like his like he just like has like a very selective short. I think it's something with his short-term memory where he just like is talking about something and then forgets the thing he just talked about. So he talks about it again or something to that effect. I don't know, but it's just funny.
Amber's dad is an NPC.
I live around so many NPCs. Everyone I live with is just an NPC.
The River's
The
one
only
of the
real
members in your
person.
party.
Break out of Matrix.
Yeah, it's I gotta break out of the Matrix.
I just thought about something kind of random and I want to share it.
Yeah.
We got into the conversation. We got into the topic of the dating sim earlier, and now I really want to, like, hypothetically, would there ever be a monkey brains dating sim?
No.
God.
No.
Nobody would ever want to date you,
I
River.
could make that.
Wait, what did you say? Yeah, what did you say?
What Fia said? She said no one would ever want to date you, River.
Wow, you're evil.
I know. I'm sorry.
forever alone, and I can live with that.
Unironically, I would much prefer to have someone else do the art, but I would write a dating sim for the monkey.
Can I be the Gakure of it?
The what?
Was it the hero? Can I be the not the hero, but the hero?
Like Yasuhiro?
Yeah, I want to be. Can I be that?
I thought you could. You could.
That'd be awesome.
Write you as.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Oh God.
I will put I will do the coding. Gem, if you would please do the character portraits.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, I can't. I have listen. If you were actually bringing this to reality,
we're putting so much. That would be
100%.
so much workload on Gem.
I could do
have
that.
this stuff.
Gem,
I have.
if Jem does the liner, I could do all the coloring and shading.
No, yeah, Fia, you can do that. Listen, I have so many things I need to draw that I've just not done. I haven't touched my iPad in 4 months.
I don't mean to bring this up in the middle of the podcast, but what was it, 4 months ago? You said you were going to draw me something, like you were going to do a redesign for one of my characters.
Yep.
And then you told me that you were going to do a couple of them, and
I never did. I know, because I've been stuck with
wanna-
college.
I have
I think I know what you're going to talk about, Amber.
No. I'm not actually. It's not what. I was going to talk about something different.
Wait.
But,
oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Because I just remembered something. You told me. Never mind.
but yeah, I was going to mention. And this is kind of unrelated because River brought it up. River, so recently, I was just like, I I was like just out of curiosity looking through different character lore for in FFVs, like OC lore. River, you have no lore anywhere, and I have no idea what any of the characters do.
No, she has. No. Okay, I'll stand with River here. She has.
No, like
She's told us.
she has told it. There is no message history about any lore for her characters that I can find.
Oh.
There is
Wait,
nothing
what do you mean? Like,
character lore for like Desmond and all all those characters. Like
okay,
I know nothing about.
I'm sorry.
them.
Are you saying that I haven't shared any lore about them?
I have
or...
not. I've like looked up like is there any like in I mainly in the lore channels. There is nothing. There is nothing. Nothing from
as
you about
far as
any
like
of the
the
characters.
lore channels go, no, I have not posted anything in there.
You should. I want to know.
I typically don't share lore unless people like are actively asking me, "Hey, so
River,
what about this?"
River, I am actively asking you. Share lore
I-
about your characters.
I love
Oh,
I love
The only one I
lore.
know, River. The only one of like River's characters that I like constantly remember on the top of my head is Atlas because he's literally like weed Superman, and it's really funny.
You know what, River? If
That's
you
how you fucking describe him, weed Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, that drives me off the wall. Hysterical. Fucking weed Superman.
I have
dude,
so many
lead
OCs.
Superman goes hard.
I have
Now
so
I'm
many
picturing
OCs and
Superman
nobody
like
to
I'm picturing
yap
like
at them.
actual Superman with a
Yeah.
blunt, and it's the fucking funniest thing in my head. Holy
I want
shit!
you know
Yeah.
what, River, you're going to you're writing your Terraria stuff, so do that first. But after that, write fucking
Weed
lore so I
Superman.
can have a place to look at it.
I should
Okay.
write. I should info dump my OC
You
lore someday. I don't
Yeah.
know what OCs like. I have my plenty of. I have so many OCs.
It's always
You
funny
do?
because there everyone around me has like 15 million OCs, and I have my Sona, and that's it. Because
I
like
have so
the
many
reason
OCs
that I
that
do
don't
it,
even exist in the same universe. Like I have my complex universes.
Me when I'm
reason I don't-
incorrect. Yeah, me when
What?
I'm incorrect. Amber, I remember your other ones. You remember the
I-
shadow characters?
I do
I remember
have
your
okay, so I
OCs.
do have OCs, but the thing is that all of my OCs are made with a purpose. Let's say, like
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
if
so
I
my
make an
OCs have
OC,
purpose,
it's to
that's
go
my-
with a project I'm making. Like I've made characters for games and stuff like that, and and that's generally what I make characters for, and why, and like the starting point of creation of all my characters. But I don't have any like independent OCs or anything like that, or anything that's not tied to something. And a
Oh.
lot of times those OCs just like because I had all those characters in my refs channel, but I got rid of them because I just stopped making that stuff. And so the characters I never was going to use and came kind of irrelevant, even if people like them. Yeah, that old like RPG horror game that I was planning on making, I still have fan art of those characters, and they're just dead in the water right now. And I could bring them back someday, but for now they're not there. People made sick art, dude. Freya made some banger art that I still have. I want to let me share this one with
Let
the
me
podcast.
into the FFV.
But
Please,
should. I need-
can we bring Fia in the FFV?
But-
Like,
You know what's the
genuine
funniest
question.
thing? I talked to Aqua about it. I talked to him about it. It's
talk
like,
to him
hey,
about it
can we get-
again.
can we
Maybe
get-
I'll
we get
actually-
Fia
I'll
in
actually
the
send me a
FFV,
friend
and then-
request. I should ask him.
No,
Yeah.
I did. I talked to him about it, but then I kind of stopped because he got caught up with college.
Yeah, Fia,
And-
you know what? Just bother Aku about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, just tell him.
Yeah, like, can I get in the FFE? And I mean, he knows you. He's been with you. He's been on the podcast. That was last episode, so he knows you. He knows you're cool. But anyway, I want to share this. So one of the characters. So I will have to ID this because no one outside of the pod, no, everyone in the FFE knows this. But for people that don't know, a while ago I've had plans for an RPG horror game. The problem with that game, which I've never actually shared why it stopped development, was partially due to a lack of motivation, but mostly because I had so many concepts for this game that let me in. But so there was so the problem with that game was I had a lot of loose concepts. Like I had the characters, I had this, I had that. The problem was that I did not have anything to put it all together into one coherent game. I had a bunch of puzzle pieces that didn't fit together, which made it really hard to make a full game out of it, and thus it kind of all fell apart from the foundation. So it never got finished. But I do like the character designs, and again, this fucking banger art that Freya made of a certain character. He was meant to be the shopkeeper character. And his design was it was very in the shadow. The most you could see of him was a toothy smile, and he held a grinning mask over it. And in his other hands, he held his wares. I do not have the old art. It is all on my old computer. So I can't share the original sprite, but here's the art that Freya made, and it goes so fucking hard.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got
That
some
is really
sick ass
cool.
fan art for
I love
these characters. I had Trey make some, I had Temo make some, I had Sanpei make some, and they all went so fucking hard. Like,
Okay, question: Should I
So,
send the
wait, is
message
this
that
the
just
same
says
game
"Let
that
me
I made
in"?
art for, or is this a different thing?
You do.
This
Send
is-
a message. Send a message. Send a message.
yeah, send the
Okay.
message, send the message. What did you say, River?
Is this the same game that I made art for, or is this
No.
a different game? Or
I don't even think. I think you were either you either were not in the FFV or you went by your old name when I was making this game. This was a while ago.
I must have went by my old name at that time then.
Yeah, because like there was some other stuff. I had loose ideas for this. Was a cool one. Trey made this. Can I drag this from? I hate having to. Can I like put this? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just doing it from here. So Trey made this one, which also went hard.
Oh, that's super cool.
And then I'll share one from Temo, who made one of a different character. This one's called tentaclebitch.png. But yeah, that was one of the cool designs I made.
Here's a character I literally just made.
Just
Oh.
now. Is it
Design.
By the way, didn't you say Fia? Didn't you say once that you had a bunch of characters, except in a Splatoon character?
No, I have plenty of Splatoon OCs.
Oh,
A lot
okay.
of them. So many.
Oh my god. Okay, so you want to see, I think there's some really old art in here. I think the oldest art, I'd really have to check. So this is going to be a trip down memory fucking lane. Do any of you remember this?
Oh,
Of course,
man,
yeah, of course.
holy
That was your.
I
little
think. Oh, I think I
character
saw
for
this.
forever.
This
File.
this was drawn by
And-
Gem.
Oh, yep, I remember
Back when
I swear I've never seen this in my life.
yeah, this
Oh.
was my first art that anyone ever really made for me, and Gemlight made it, and it was because at the time I moderated the FNF subreddit.
Mhm.
Wow, and I always had. This was back when I always had a Nico profile picture. It was consistent.
remember that.
Everything had a Nico profile picture, and also on the
Okay,
subreddit.
hold on, wait a minute. Did you have a Nico profile picture when I met you? Because that's vaguely familiar to
I
me.
might have. It was for an extended period of time that I had only Nico profile pictures, and then I started switching to OCs and then more general stuff, and then it kind of went everywhere from there. But
you had a Bridget profile picture at some point.
oh yeah, I definitely did. There is no doubt about that. I had Bridget. I was definitely hard on the Bridget profile pictures. It's some point. Excuse me. I'm a little burpy. But yeah. So this was so I had Nico profile pictures, and also my user flare on the subreddit was of Ina. So Gemlight combined the two and did a drawing of Ina wearing Nico's outfit. And it was adorable. I used it for a while. And then there was I used it on Reddit until Gem made another drawing of my current OC. Which more of you have probably seen, which is this one.
All of us. have seen. It's really
Uh,
cool.
Ooh,
It is very
nice.
Oh yeah, I remember this one too. I remember this one.
Yeah, so that was my Reddit profile picture for a while as
I'm
well.
actually pretty sure I designed the first instance
You
of
did.
your.
You were the first.
Okay.
You made the first drawing. I still have it saved.
No, probably
Um,
really bad. Someday I'll do that again. I wanted.
and then you made
I,
it later, and
I
then
wish-
later on you updated the drawing again. But
Yeah,
I've had some crazy art that like
you, Gem
and
and River, you send your OCs in the chat. I know you sent them to me before, but that was in a different thing, and I lost the images.
Like character.
yeah,
Yeah,
character
you're-
refs for your OCs.
I need to draw you
Speaking
those.
of River, you need to update your character ref in your ref channel because it's just a waist up drawing. Not even. I think it's just a bust drawing. And
Wait, which character?
your
There's a-
Sona, your microphone.
There's
name.
a full version. What do you mean?
Not in the refs channel, not in the ref server.
I know why. I did have a full body ref, and it was originally designed by Mercy. And Mercy recently asked me to delete it from the ref channel, and I never questioned why. So
Probably because she didn't like her old art.
Possibly.
But anyways,
You'll need to
I've
put
been
the
meaning
one
to-
I've been using for references is Sanpei's drawing because it's the most recent full body drawing.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a new reference photo for my OC, not because my current one is necessarily bad, just because I don't like it very much, and I have like a sketch of a new one that I just never finished.
Yeah, fair enough. But I'm looking at like old. So if we want to talk about more old art of mine, there was this one is a throwback that none of you will get, except for two people that aren't here. The fucking Soup Squad. You'll recognize 3 of those characters. Maybe
I'm-
4.
The Freya.
is
Freya-
he
yeah, Freya
I think
is-
Fox.
Freya is in the middle. I am to the left. Fox is in the bottom in the front row right. The other 2, the front row left is Delta Duelist, and the back row right is Saber Turbo.
Oh, those names ring a bell. I think I remember those.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. So no, I have not told about this very much, but
Was this
there.
drawn by Fox?
Yes, this is a Fox drawing, a very
Okay, I
old
kinda
Fox drawing.
figured, 'cause
So
the
back-
colors are very like
before
Fox.
I joined the FFV, so there was an art contest. So this goes way back. There was an art contest for the Ridzak mod that was held on the subreddit, and if I remember correctly, Frith or Freya, whichever. Back then she was Schnugget.
I remember that. Yeah.
This was her old days. So she reached out to me. She got second place, if I remember correctly, in that competition. This was back when people actually participated in events. But she got second place, and at some point she reached out to me and was like, "Hey, you seem like a pretty cool person. I wanted to talk with you." And I was like, "What?" and I it was like, "What? You want to talk to me?"
Okay, I'm sorry. Aki replied.
What did he say?
What? Let you? Oh, no. Let you in? Question mark? Question mark. Also, Phoenix Wright status.
Yeah. Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry,
I never
have it.
mentioned you. Aku is an Ace Attorney fan. Bah!
Okay.
She's gone.
She learned about the fact that Aku was an Ace Attorney fan and then committed unalive.
I guess I'll continue my story when. What was that?
I don't. My grandmother's putting away dishes or something. I don't know.
I used to. Hang on. Fia, where you go? Fia, where you go? What happened?
What happened?
Yeah, what happened? I don't know if her like Aku DM'd her and then her Discord crashed. It's some shit. What happened?
What happened?
uh, this is, but I guess I don't know. I like part of me wants to save the story, part of me wants to just tell it because I don't know. Fia seems to be having issues. Um, but but yeah, this came. I'll just tell the story. So this came from a group. Or actually, no, we'd start where I was. So Frith messaged me on Reddit, and we had a bit of a conversation, and then I forget, we moved to Discord, and then we talked a bit more on there, and then Frith said, "Hey, would you like to join this group chat of me and a few other people called the Soup Squad?"
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say something else. Never mind.
No, but and I was like, sure, why not? And in it was those five. It was me, Fox, Freya, and then also Saber and Delta Duelist. And I hung out in the Soup Squad for a while, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun talking with them, and I have that went on for a while, but then Ophia just went offline. I think her Discord fucking died.
Wow.
Or she just had to get off or something. I don't know. Shit happens. It is 11, which is when we normally end, and I don't know if her family wants her to get off or something, or I don't know. But point being, so shit happened with the Soup Squad, mainly am I still in the group chat? I'm curious. If I scroll down far enough, is it there? Yeah, it's still there. The Soup Squad, I miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shit happened. Saber had some shit that went on. It's a bit of a heavy and long story, so I won't delve into it for the podcast. But shit happened with Saber, which for the record, they are not on good terms with Freya and Fox. So, and nowadays they go by Reaper Sin. So they kind of gave a fresh start. It's a very sad story, which is why I'm not telling it. Like, very sad. And I was because I was, and so there's also another person in the story, Yellow Ello, in case you know who that is.
Okay, I haven't heard that name.
Yeah, but they are not like an FFE person. They were more of the subreddit Discord server person. They haven't been online in a good while, but so basically shit happened that started but it was, so that aside, that's a separate story. But so we got introduced. So I was introduced to the FFV because of Freya and Fox, because they were in it too. And so Freya and Fox were like, "Hey, we got," and Saber was also in there at the time. And so Freya and Fox were in the FFV, and they so they invited me there, and that's how I got in originally. I joined 2022, I want to say. Let me check my join date real quick on the FFV, because Discord does that, which is nice. Let's see, I joined on August 30th, 2021. I've been there 3 years. What
Wow.
a time. Well, less than 3 years, but 3 years. So I've been there. I was introduced. So now, new Amber lore. Freya is the person I've known from the FFE the longest. There was that, and the Soup Squad. So once the whole fallout with Saber happened, and Delta and Yellow generally just started being a lot less active on Discord, and especially in the Soup Squad. Soup Squad got, not a lot of messages, and conversations kind of died off. And so now everyone just kind of moved on to the FFV, and Delta and Yellow are doing their own thing, and that's kind of the state of the Soup Squad. God, it's such memories though. I really miss that. Like, not gonna lie, I don't mind the FFV, but I really miss that sort of small. And I get it now with the Monkey Brains. We have like we don't really like have casual conversations in between a podcast much, but you know it's nice to have that small little tight knit group. You know.
I mean,
Okay.
I'd say we don't have it because we don't have time.
Yeah, I mean
Listen,
that's also fair.
Once summer begins, we'll be here all day.
Yeah, but it's also kind of being this thing like I loved the Soup Squad so much, and I don't really get like nowadays I barely talk to Freya and never talk to Fox, and it's like I want to one day, but I don't know what I'd say. Like, what do like I'm so awkward with starting conversation, despite the fact that these are people who know me and respect me. Like, I'm so like awkward in that area of well, Ophia's typing, but I'm so awkward in that area, and like I want to talk to him again, but I just don't know how. Freya or Fox, if you're watching this, which you probably aren't, but in case you are, call me. No.
Call me.
Here's my number, so call me, maybe, you know. But no, I'm not that desperate. Oh jeez. She said, Dad came into my room and told me to shut up and stop talking to people. I don't know why. Well,
He was probably like doing something and then got mad.
I
Dads
guess.
do that all the time.
Yeah, it's it is what it is, I guess. Well,
How long have we been recording for anyway?
2 hours 6 minutes.
Ugh.
What do you mean, ugh? Aren't you having fun?
I mean, yeah, I'm having fun, but I mean, we started an hour late, and now it's kind of throwing me off because this is the time we normally stop recording, and I don't know, I'm just
You're just tired.
my social battery has kind of hit the floor now.
You know, that's
I can
fair.
tell.
Hang on.
I have oh yeah. But yeah, it's like I really want to, especially Fox, because I've been with Freya in occasional VCs, and Freya's a bit more of the one that I've talked to occasionally. But Fox, I barely interact with. I'm never in chat when she is. On the rare occasion that I am in chat, and it's like she's fun to talk to, but I never talk to her because I never DM her. She never DMs me. No one ever DMs me, but that's beside the point. Not like a feel sorry for me thing. That's just a fact. Like, literally, the most I've gotten in terms of DMs from other people from the server have been Aku DMing me about like, hey, thanks for inviting me on the podcast. I had fun. Hopefully everyone enjoyed me. And you telling me about Terraria Calamity. That's it.
Sweet.
That has been my
Oh, I'm
FFB
sorry,
members
am I not your
DMing
friend
me.
anymore, Amber? No, I'm kidding.
Well, you haven't really DM'd me. I've DM'd you, bothering you about things.
Yeah, you've been bugging me about the whole fucking. You've been wanting me to post my ramble, and I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, that's what I do. I DM you and bug you, and that's what our DM conversations are.
Post it. Hey, post it. Just fucking leave me alone.
But yeah, if I scroll down, so past that, I have scrolling down on my DMs list for specifically FFV members. So there's Gem and Aku, and then a bit more down is River. And then below that is Jack, which was something, we were in VC at one point in the FFV, and he DM'd me something. A bit further down is Soul. And Soul is there. I haven't talked to Soul in a while. So this is like months ago. We're already getting to months ago. But I haven't talked to Soul in a while. It's like, not for any like I don't like talking to him reason. It's just like I don't know what I would talk about with him. I don't have anything that I particularly like.
Alrighty.
Hey Soul, let's talk about this. It's like, and I'm so awkward at small talk or casual conversation. Like, I want to make a conversation that's interesting. And that's part of the reason why I also haven't DM'd Fox or Frith in a while. But yeah, below Soul, I have a DM from actually I have DMs from Sanpei, Freya, and Astrid and Adam, all for the same reason, which was suggestion for the Kiss Mary Kill.
Yeah.
And I think Gemlight is stuck in the middle. I think she also had suggestions for the Kiss Mary Kill. I forget, but she's in the middle, which I'm assuming that's the reason. I'd have to check back. And then even further below that, this is getting into like a year, maybe more, is Mercy for I don't remember, and Chili for I also don't remember. Even further is Card. Um, I don't remember why either. I think that's I think that's something that Card DM'd me something nice and then I never responded because I'm terrible at responding and now I feel bad.
Wow, you're evil.
But and then below that, not directly related to the FFE, but below that is Miko.
The one that we kicked out.
Yeah, because we invited them as a new member and they never said anything. So yeah, so this was back when we interviewed them. Even further is Temo for a reason I don't remember. And
I'll be right back. I gotta go do some.
All right. Then there's Bubbly. That's even more don't remember. Then Trey. And past Trey. Past Trey is the Soup Squad, funnily enough. I think Trey is the last FFE member on my DMs list.
Wow, that's interesting because it usually types to people sometimes.
Yeah, I have like genuinely a lot of these lower DMs. Good God, I have. Oh my God. Okay, so there's some fun memories in there. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, some of these are stories in and of themselves that I don't feel like getting into for
Yeah,
various
maybe
reasons.
don't, maybe don't.
Maybe another time, not on the podcast. But yeah, my DMs list. I don't get DMs from people, and I don't think it's because people don't want to talk to me. I just think it's because they have no reason to talk to me. I am barely around. I don't DM people myself very much. I stick to answering DMs, and I'm not even consistent on that. So I'm very like I feel bad because I'm very much a person where it's like my number one thing I love doing is talking to people, and I barely do that. Like I fucking love like there's like a handful. I don't want to say everyone in the FFE because that would be a lie. I'm sorry, but a handful of people in the FFE that I would love to talk to more. But how? What do I say? I don't have. It's not like I can't talk about like my OC shit. I can't because I don't have any. I can't talk about what I'm like. Oh yeah, I'm working on school.
Usually, just strike up a friendly conversation. That's what you should do.
The
That's what I
friendly
did.
conversation doesn't tell me what it should be about.
Like, hey, what's up? What are you doing?
That goes nowhere.
It does. It actually does.
Does it? I don't know.
You can't say if you haven't tried it.
I suppose so. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just like something it can go places for some people. It can go places for. It can not go places for others, and it's like a crapshoot, depending on the type of person, like how talkative they are. Like sometimes small talk can lead into big conversations. Sometimes you can ask it, like, "How was your day? Good. Do anything fun?" Not
Yeah.
really.
That I will agree with because it does usually depend by person.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. So it's been like a thing of like I want to talk to these people. I want to talk to like I said, Soup Squad memories. I want to talk to Fox and Frisk, but no.
I'll be real for a moment. Like there's times when I'm like, okay, I'm talking to this person. Hey, what's up? What are you doing? And then they'll be like, well, this thing happened to me, and now I'm sad, and this happened. It's like,
Oh yeah.
well, now I kind of wish I didn't ask.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
like,
with all respect to what's going on in their life, I
yeah,
hope that they get better, but I'm not really in the mood to get sad.
Yeah, I look. I just wanted to have a conversation. Now you're making it all sad. I have Never mind. I'm not bringing that up. Not on podcast. I was going to mention another person that, but that's too sad. That's too sad for the podcast. I'm not bringing that up for the podcast. I'll tell you after.
All right.
But yeah, I've been, but yeah, I just want to talk. Like, look, my history of DMs. The past three. My current one is the Monkey Brains podcast. My second one is Carlbot. And if you want to know why, it's because I have highlights that I never removed in the server. And I've gotten a couple pings for people saying Amber. But it's not about me, Amber. It's for the Brawl Stars character.
Listen, I don't blame you for I was gonna say I don't blame you for having a bot as like one of your top replies, because I have what's it, NQN
Not quite Nitro
as
yet.
one of,
Because you
yeah,
like test
I have,
stuff in DMs.
yeah, exactly. And I usually, like, when I used to draw, like, yeah, I don't draw anymore, guys. I'm not an artist anymore. I'm kidding, but when I used to draw frequently, I'd usually post work in progress pictures to the bot.
Just
So
like
that
an
way I can-
archive.
Yeah, and that way, like, while I'm going away, I could possibly like look at the work in progress and like notice things I could probably like fix
Or
while I'm away.
improve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Also, and then the third most recent thing I have is the group DM with the YouTube link as the name. It's the one with what's his face? The one with the eyes profile picture.
Oh,
Remember
James.
Yeah, James. I remember it started with a J. I just forgot what the name was. But yeah, it's
Don't
that
blame you.
DM because he sent something recently. I was like, hey, friends of River, I need your help. And then, oh wait, I got Soul to do it. Never mind. Also,
have
I
to
like
say-
how he said Soul underscore specifically.
Yeah, I was about to say my face kind of like shrunk a little bit when he said that. I was like,
Also, what happened?
I was talking about my most recent DMs, and it's the Monkey Brains podcast, Carl Bot, and the group DM with James, where he
Oh
said,
wow, are you guys still in that group? With
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
Because, yeah,
referred to he sent a message recently asking friends of Riv for help.
Okay.
And also he said that he got the help from Soul underscore.
Oh, that made me recoil. Like,
Exactly. That's the same thing I did. I was like, ew.
But yeah, and then I'm in a bunch of
that's. I mean, that's just James trying to be formal, I guess.
yeah, and then further down is Gem and Aku, and then the council. River, you don't know what that is. Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's-
do.
I do, and I don't pay attention to it. Mainly because most of the stuff they discuss is so mundane. It's like,
yeah.
oh,
Do you want
no,
to?
this?
should I spill the beans of what we discussed most recently, or is that not
I
something
mean,
should
it's
do?
just like, okay, River. Here's an example. For example, last thing I remember they did this that they discussed was like what was it? They kind of
Is-
just held a meeting for nothing, and then they said some stuff, and then stopped. I don't remember.
No, was this about the most recent meeting?
I think it was.
Yeah. So what happened there was, should I say what happened or nah?
I have no clue what happened.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say nah. I'll just share like a general idea. So basically, some situation happened at the FFE, and then there was a whole council discussion about it, and it would basically boil down to here's everyone's opinion on this. It's not really that big of a deal. All right.
Yeah.
And and also the last thing was like, okay, let's wait for some of the other people that were involved in the thing that happened to say their
That's
part,
the
and they
thing.
never did. And this discussion
That's the thing
ended
that
there.
I feel like it happens a lot. They say, "Oh yeah, let's wait for other people to see what they have to say," but in reality, I feel like that's just kind of a thing. Like, I'm getting bored of typing here. Let's just leave it for some day, and then make the excuse that, "Oh yeah, hey, we need more people to agree." Like, I mean, I understand. Yeah, you need more input, but most of the time people don't even reply until like 3 days later. Like, might as well just act upon it at the moment if
Yeah,
you know that's gonna happen.
yeah, it's a, yeah, it's less, it's more of a, I'd say it's less of like, I don't know, the council for the FFV just serves so much less of a purpose. Like, there's, for what, excuse me, for one, not much happens in the FFE that really needs talking about or changing.
Yeah,
Like like the most recent suggestion that was given in the council was we should change the name of short stories to short stories and poems. And that happened,
yeah,
and wow, that was what a big change. Like, it's not much of a, there's not much that needs to happen in a council, and for all I care, it could happen in a channel in the FFV. I don't know why we need a whole uh
yeah. There's some sense that I'm also kind of starting to see like, why do we have the council chat when you could just, you know,
talk about this
talk
with the
about
group.
that? Yeah, when
It's,
you could
yeah,
have
I don't know.
more
It's like a
input from people that would actually reply in the
special
moment.
boys club when none of us are that special and we just are fit enough to be in a moderator position. I don't fucking know. Not even, it's not even a chat for only moderators. There's Mercy in there. And she's probably the weirdest. Like, not, no disrespect to Mercy, but why is she the one? Why is she invited to the policy chat? Like, I think she doesn't care very much about it, as far as I know. Like, she doesn't participate in discussions besides a passing thing. The most recent discussion she participated in was when it was brought up, like, yeah, we're getting some complaints about people talking about Fortnite too much in general. And
The more I'm looking back at
like,
it, the more dumb it was to discuss that.
yeah, I was like, because every time I go into the chat, it's just Fortnite, and it's so hard to talk about anything else because it's always about Fortnite, so I can't involve myself in the conversation. And it was like, and Mercy was one of the ones that was like, what the fuck? This is such a non-complaint. Just deal with us.
Yeah,
General
honestly,
is about anything.
I'm kind of sided with
Wait,
her.
who made that complaint about Fortnite?
I
So
think
I think I forget who exactly made the initial complaint, but it was because, like, you know, Sky and like Sky and Sanpei and Mercy and Sharky, or should I call them Sharky or Hannah? I have no idea,
I don't know.
because like their ref channel is named Hannah. Everyone calls them Hannah. Their username is still Sharky, but no one calls them Sharky anymore. And it's like, what is
I don't know.
what do I call it? I don't know. They're both. Point being, like, that people were like, that, like, you know, we should, we should discuss, like, let me see, who started it. I'm not gonna say names out. Well,
I think it probably was me because I remember actually talking there.
let's see. Uh, Man, this was a long discussion. Why was it so long? Oh,
I
it
don't
was
know.
Adam.
Oh,
Yeah, Adam. Adam said like 95% of generals just about Fortnite. Uh, and you know what? Like, I think it's a fair complaint to bring up, because, like, if you can't participate in the conversations, it's going to be like, oh, joins the chat. Oh, it's Fortnite again. Well, I don't have an interest in that, so you just leave. Oh, it's Fortnite again. I don't have an interest in that, so I'll just leave. Like, you know, that's a fair complaint. I think it's not something that you should police, but I think it's fair to be annoyed by that.
yeah.
But yeah, and you know, that's, there's fair complaints at the council. There's unfair complaints in the council. There's a lot of needless discussions or something that doesn't need a whole council of people to decide on. Like, honestly, most of this, like, half of the things could just be brought up to Aku. Half the things could not be discussed about. Another half, yes, there's three halves. Shut up. Um, Another half is just like, discuss it with the whole group. Bring it up, and we do have a debates channel, don't we?
Yeah, we do, and then they botched, and we never use it.
Yeah, but you know, I'd like, it's the FFV. You know what? I'm not gonna rag on the FFE for what we do in there too much, because it's a ragtag group of friends that are just doing whatever. And it may not be set up like a professional server, but it doesn't need to be. Some things are rough around the edges, and that's okay.
Yep.
Moral of the story is be yourself, girl boss.
Moral of
don't
the
do that.
story is, can we play the dating sim now, please?
God, I want to play the dating sim.
I keep on thinking about it. I want to do it.
You know what? We can, if we want, if it comes down to it, we can make it the first episode of the gaming channel over Tomodachi Life. Because I just want to get Tomodachi Life because I feel like that's a series I want to establish, and also was the first thing we came up with. It was the idea that.
Are you
I
sure
have
we
a-
can't just record it right
I have
now
a
after
special
the?
request? I have a
after-
special.
What is your request?
Can, can we put the DDLC playthrough?
We
do it.
your DDLC playthrough.
Yeah.
I still have a zip file that you're lucky because I cleared out a lot of my old recordings, but I still have your DDLC in a 7Z file. It is compressed in a file, but I have the recording still. We could. My only concern is that are you fine with your old name?
Oh yeah, I don't care about that.
Okay.
Wait, what? You changed your name?
Yeah, this was
How
back.
long ago
Do you
was
mind me saying the name vocally? Is my first.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Okay,
Go
so
for
this
it.
was back when River went by Marcus or Mark Fundio, some variant of Mark.
Yeah. It was my username. My previous username was Mark Fundio, and then I just had people call me Marcus or Mark. So.
Yeah.
I mean, your name is
Markiplier,
not
no.
Mark at all.
But yeah, now you're River, which is not Mark anymore. But yeah, so that'll just be on the recording. I think you have the anime girl eating pizza profile picture.
I forgot. Didn't you edit that to be toast at one point?
Yes, I did.
I think I still have that on my computer somewhere. Hang on.
Yeah. Hey, we were sharing old art earlier, so why not? You know what? Actually, I never finished scrolling through old art. I don't have a lot of it. But
Wait, Fia asked for the ref, and I never gave it. I'm dumb.
Yeah, you people send Fia your OC refs. She has mine. Or I think I don't know. I have some old art. You want to There's some fucking. God, there are some funny memories in this stuff. Wait, was this your art, Gem?
Which one?
The DDLC art.
Oh yeah, it's you three? Yeah.
Yeah, me, Aku, and back when she was called Holly.
Yeah, that was me, and I don't like it.
Well, it still looks good. I mean,
I think 3 days on that, and it came out horrible.
You do still have the toast.
I still have the toast.
The funniest thing is that you can still see there is not only a pizza box in front of her, but you can still see the cheese string from her mouth. And there is not even a bite in the toast. Which makes it even funnier.
No. That makes sense. The toast has a lot of butter on it, and she just licked the
She ate the
butter
butter before the
she
toast.
just licked the butter. She just licked the butter out of the toast, and that's why it is.
That is a really hilarious explanation. Yeah, I have a lot of old art. A lot of the older art is, oh god, a lot of the older art is of my mannequin. Like the really old stuff is of my mannequin soda. And there's some funny stuff in here. So this is not an FFV drawing. This was from. This was a crude drawing of all the moderators of the subreddit Discord server, drawn by Stove, who you probably don't know, but he was a admin, or he is an admin, but he doesn't admin much anymore. But it's
This looks like Trey drew it.
Kinda. So in order of the ones I can remember, the left is yellow. Because it's a blob of yellow. The second on the list is Toomey, who is known for doing drugs, which is why he's smoking. The one next to him is Stove. Uh, the next, then the next one over is Lazo. Yeah, that's Lazo. Then Demonic, then me, then Pale.
Oh, I know Pale.
I can't believe I remember every single one of those.
The only one I've talked to is you and Pale.
Yeah, I've obviously talked to all of them because I was in a server moderating with them, but you know. Also, funnily enough, so Pale does not do art of other people ever. She draws fandom stuff and whatever she wants to draw. There is a few exceptions of this, and the one exception was she drew me for my birthday, which I still appreciate.
Ah,
It was very cute.
yep, that's your art style, all right.
It
I
sure
can
is.
absolutely tell that art style.
It's instantly recognizable. Yeah, I have a bunch of like.
I had to see so many sprites with that type of art style in there.
Oh yeah, because you work on one of the mods that she directed?
I
The trick or
did.
treating.
It was the funniest thing because I didn't even want to join the mod. They did an art contest, and I was like, you know what? Sure, I like how they look. I like how the characters look. I'll try it. Fine. And then I did it, and then it was like, I think first thing Pale said was like, oh my god, this is like the best thing that we have yet so far. And then um, she contacted me and was like, hey, you kind of I kind of want to use it as promo and like actually put it in like there's a title screen. Are you down for that? Yeah, sure. And it was like, yeah, here, hold on, let me join. Let me invite you to the Discord server so that way you can be credited. And then I just basically because I felt bad just being there and like not doing anything among these like strangers. So I was like, you know what, I could help with other stuff. I was like, oh, okay, sure, you can do like icons and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I got messaged like every single day. It's like, are you done with them? Are you done with them? Are you done with them? Are you done with them?
Was it Pale who did that or someone else?
It was Pale.
Okay. Damn. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she just thinks that I like you could whip out an icon in 5 minutes.
No. It was because it was for a jam, so it had
Oh
it was a
yeah,
deadline.
like tight deadline. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I understood her, but yeah. After that, I was like, yeah, please, I don't want to work on anything anymore, man.
That's fair enough. So I'm looking back at some of these old stuff. I have so much. It's funny how it's I know I made a comment about how Fox like me and Fox barely interact. It's surprising how much art she's made for me. I like
Yeah,
like I let me count the total amount of art that she has made for me in my folder. One. I'll have to skip around a bunch. So there's one. Then there's two. Three. I I stopped counting on my fingers for a second there, so I was holding up two. 3, 4. That one kind of counts. I won't count it. 5, 6. Damn, that's more. 7. Jesus. 7, 8. 9 if we count the Soup Squad thing, I guess. But yeah, 8 or 9. No, 10 actually. 9 or 10. She has made more than I thought she did.
you
Which
know
is
what? So
surprising.
that I think what she does is that she just draws people who
Like it
interact
random.
a lot with her, or like that she really has like I get like a good chemistry with, I suppose. Because like I have talked to her a whopping 5 times throughout my entire time at the FFV, and I think she's drawn me like 2 or 3 times.
Damn.
And even so, it wasn't like oh hey, here's you know what, I was kind of bored. Here, have a thing for you. It was kind of like, yeah, I'm doing this group drawing, so I kind of need to include you.
Oh wait, so actually there's one more time she drew me, which was uh So she did the you all remember this. You probably all saw it, but he drew me here.
Oh yeah, this one.
I'm clapping at the
again,
end.
as I was saying, you're in a group drawing. I kind of need to draw you.
Yeah, it's a. But yeah, she also did another thing. So, I had a profile. This was my school profile picture for the longest time, until I switched it to something more updated, which was this, which is a shot of me from an animation she made, where it was the Soup Squad, animated to gay or European. So
Mhm.
that was an interesting. If I dig up the video, I'll send it here. But that was a fun thing. But yeah, she's made like half of them. Like most of them are like. I also like looking through all of Fox's drawings of me because like there's a lot of like genuine drawings of me, and then you just have this one.
What?
Oh no.
Vicious. Oh yeah, that's you. That's you, all right.
Me on my keyboard, vicious stabbing noises. It says. It's it's very fun. I love.
Yeah, if she
I
were,
don't know.
if she
I
were to
love the
listen to
derpy
this
drawings.
episode, if she were to listen to this episode, it'd be like vicious, like
I sound
reloading
obsessed.
sound effects. Like, yeah, you do.
I do. I feel like it's very. I've gushed so much about like simpler times, and I like I feel like it feels. I definitely like feel weird. Like I don't want to like give the impression that I'm like come back to me, senpai.
Well, go ahead, say it all you want. I could do the same with anyone. I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, like, I like, it's just like, nostalgia. And also, they're not, like, I don't want to say, I want to talk to you for this nostalgia. That's not the only reason, obviously. It's just like, they're cool people. I want to be cool friends, but I'm so awkward. They also, let's see, what other fun drawing? Oh, gee, I remember this one.
It's fun.
This is a fun one.
Eviction notice.
Freya drew this.
I hope this is Where was this from?
Oh, this was so there was a point in time where I had an event that was short lived where I had like a thing where it's like get a bunch, go into VC, pull up Minecraft, get a bunch of the FFE members in the VC, and I just start making a map based on suggestions thrown at me from VC members. It lasted one session, but and not a lot of the map was made, but so it goes. As
No
of
wonder
most of my
it's noticed.
projects.
Wait, I want to read this
that
actually.
wasn't there.
Eviction notice. I hope this notice is tolerable to you. If you leave this property, in parentheses mountain, in 12 minutes you live. There will be no mercy. Thank you for your cooperation. Goodbye.
Yeah, so the context for that note is so the spawn point for the world happened to be on like a mountain with a bunch of goats. And so the suggestion was to like rid the mountain of the goats for the purpose of making things on it. We write them an eviction notice. And that was the result. And Freya made this drawing of me holding. Also, a funny thing, that picture of me is my current school profile picture.
Really?
Yeah. So there you go. Me
You're
looking
brave
evilly.
to make something like that your school profile picture.
I used to have my school profile picture was originally I had this one back when my online username was hologram165.
Mhm.
I had this. I like at one point in time I Google searched hologram and picked out an image I liked and used that as my profile picture, and that was my profile picture on everything for a while. And then beyond that, I think at some point I changed it to like just to represent fandom stuff I was into for school. I had a Hollow Knight profile picture that I kept for a while. My
Oh,
school
awesome.
account. And then I switched it to that earlier picture I sent of oops, I just opened it. The earlier picture I sent of the me from the gay European animation, and then I switched it to this because I didn't use the mannequin anymore. It was just perfect because I didn't use like any sort of detailed art. I think the ship post art was the funniest for that. Um, and I'm curious. Like so I'm there's like a lot of art. There's like stuff. Some of this is old. Some of this is more recent. Some of this I'm curious if any of you remember because I had some of these as profile pictures. um, there's more. More recent ones. I have. This was a funny one. So the context for this drawing is so there was like a thing where some people were doing drawing challenges of like taking silhouettes, like they draw out silhouettes and then like make a character out of the silhouette. And as a joke, I submitted 2 silhouettes. The first one was just an Among Us shaped silhouette. I was not. I think this was a VC thing. I was not in the VC. At least I don't remember being there. And so I sent 2 silhouettes. One was the Among Us one, which isn't relevant, but the second was I just took a PNG of Peter Griffin and
Oh wait, I think I was there.
and
I think I
Freya
was there.
made this,
Yeah, I was there.
which turned me into a fucking Homestuck looking ass. But
Yeah.
Homestuck Amber isn't real. She can't hurt you. Homestuck Amber.
yeah, yeah, and then God, I have drawings from fucking Ian in this.
Oh, Voldemort here. Whose name shall not be said.
Oh God, the ancient one. Ian, if you're watching this, he probably
Please never contact me.
he knows about the existence of this podcast because he liked Aku's tweet about it.
Well, now he does.
Yeah, I don't know if he watches it though, but Ian, if you're
I
watching
doubt.
this, I have. What am I? I've never actually genuinely thought of my opinions on Ian because I haven't had to. I don't hate him. I didn't have the experiences that any other FFE members had with him. He's okay. He's decent.
Listen, if you're listening to this, unblock me on Twitter, and then
Wait, he has you blocked.
yeah, I don't know
He
why.
follows me on Twitter.
Yeah, I honestly, my leading theory is that Aku told him that I didn't like him, and then he blocked me on Twitter.
That's possible.
Yeah, and listen, unblock me on Twitter, and then see my last message I sent to you in Discord.
What is the last message you sent to him? I'm curious. Or do you want to share?
I'm not saying.
Okay.
saying.
No, is it a thing like not on the podcast or not in general?
Not on the podcast.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I'm looking through others. Yeah, like Ian's made some. Like I'm curious who has the most. It might honestly be Fox, which is surprising. The person who's drawn me the most. Which is funny. Something I wouldn't expect because 9 is or 10. Depending on if you count the animations or not, that's a little hard to beat. Actually, the I don't have saved. There was an thing that. So River, do you remember when I played through Metal Gear Rising?
Oh my Lanta, how could I forget?
and Adam made a couple of mini animations of some of my fucking absurd things that I said. I think the one I remember was the
that got animated.
oh no, an enemy! Barrel mode activate. Oh wait, that's a grenade.
That one.
I clipped that as an audio clip, and then I sent it, and then Adam took it and he animated it.
I think I have that. I don't have them on this computer. I think I have those audio recordings on my old computer. But yeah, those were funny. And
oh no, an enemy! Quick, barrel mode activate. Oh wait, that's a grenade.
Yeah, for Jem who wasn't there and anyone watching who likely wasn't there, I played through Metal Gear Rising on stream in the FFV, and I said so many like unhinged things during that. And I don't know why Metal Gear Rising is the game that did that for me, but I just said so many random bullshit. And and River recorded a decent amount of those lines. So they exist somewhere, and there we go. My shenanigans have been forever documented. Uh, I love fucking shenanigans. You know, I love very detailed and very intricate art. But there's something about shitpost drawings that just soothe
They
my
have their
soul.
charm.
Yeah, like some of my favorite shitpost drawings. Sanpei drew this kind of recently.
What is it?
Uh,
What is it? What is?
it's
Oh yeah, I remember
it's
this one too.
Mia's Neko arc. Bienvenue. Uh, then there's this one I vaguely so there's some other shitpost drawings of me, not a lot. I actually haven't gotten very many shitposty drawings. um but there's like there's one I got, not from me, that, that was, this is from a friend outside of the FFE. This was back when I was like, my character obsession of the time was Chihiro from Danganronpa. And I got my friend to
Oh,
I asked my friend, they drew an actual picture of Chihiro, like one with effort, but they also at first sent me this like little drawing that I used as my profile picture actually for a while because it was just so it
oh, I
is,
remember this one. Yeah.
yeah. But they made an actual drawing of Chihiro, and it's like my current status with them as a friend is we are friends, I think. Like
We're
it's
friends, I think.
like it's a thing of I don't talk to them a lot, and they're very friendly to me, and like I think they're in a, like they're not like opposed to being friends. They're not like I don't want to stick around this loser, but also it's like a thing of constant anxiety of like, are we still friends? Are we not? I don't know. And I want to ask, but I don't want to. But it's awkward to ask, and like I don't want to, you know. So it's awkward, and also it's made even more awkward by the fact that I have a class with them.
Oh. 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 Oh.
And
Oh,
they
that
have,
made it so much worse.
yeah, and not only that, but they have a friend group that they consistently hang out with that they have in that class, like longtime friends that they have. And it's like I'm so, because I didn't I started out the year having them in that class, and they were mostly talking with them, and this was a period of time when we weren't talking for a while. um and it was like it was awkward, and it still is awkward. It's always been awkward. And the worst part is that like there was a time in the year where they were like, oh yeah, you know, you can come join us if you want, like, you know. And I like, okay, so the other people in that group, I obviously know very well the person in question. I am minorly acquainted with one. I am aware we are aware of each other's presence for the other one.
Yep.
And then the third one, uh they know me, question mark. Like,
I hate
and
that
by
it is
they know
so
me, it's
relatable.
they've seen me around.
I hate that this is so relatable. This is the exact same thing that happened with my friend group at college. I mean, not college, high school. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, because I had like a friend group that I consistently hanged out with during lunch, and then they just started adding friends that other friends knew. So by that point, I was like, "Who is this? I don't know, but you're supposed to run with it." Okay, it's like, oh, okay. Well, I know you, you know me. That's about as much as it gets.
Yeah. And also it's another thing of like, I really like, I could, like, I want to like communicate this in some way, like be like, oh, you know, I like, I'm not really big on groups in, and I don't, I like, I know I could just like go up, and they would be, and they probably wouldn't like judge me or be fine with me. But like it's really awkward because I barely know them, and I'd have to go up and say hi, and then I'd just be I don't want to be like attached to your hip in that group, like using you as like this anchor, like just standing next to you and talking to you, and like I want to actually participate. If I were to be in the group, I want to actually participate in the group, but also at the same time, I really like. I also am very much a one-on-one person, so I'd rather talk to you one-on-one a bit more, and and like I don't want to just be in the like we only talk in the group because then there's sort of this disconnect if I were to join this group. And there's so many things. It's like I could say this to her. I don't want to start a conversation after we haven't talked for so long. Hey, here's a feelings dump. Haha.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I like I eventually I'll probably talk to them and be like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" The only reason we started talking again was because I bought them a game on Steam.
Why? Wait, if you weren't talking to them,
so the
would you send them-
reason was because okay, so we never explicitly broke up as friends at that point. It was just kind of we had talked for a bit and we stopped talking. Not and it wasn't like a break off thing. We just happened to stop talking. And but I wanted to be friends. I wanted to talk with them again. I wanted to be friends with them again. And I was so awkward. I did not fucking know how. So I decided I should spend money on them. And I was like, so I looked at they had so I was friends with them on Steam at the very least. And I noticed that they had a particular game on their wish list. And so I think it was Halloween. It was the game I remember exactly. It was Needy Streamer Overload. And I figured, okay, well, for Halloween or some it was Halloween I think because it was like I'll get like a scary game because it makes sense, it's in season, and I'll get them this game, and that'll just be what I do. And then it worked out because later on they contacted me and were like, and we actually started talking again. They were like, thanks for the game, I'm sorry I haven't talked to you in a while, and all that, and it was nice. But now we're back into that point again, and now I'm nervous again. I gotta go buy another game. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do the same thing.
Have you ever experienced? I feel like you could be like one of the people that actually understands what I'm talking about. Have you ever been talking to somebody, like just a regular conversation with someone that you kind of know, but not like you don't, you aren't friends, right?
Mhm.
You just know by chance, and then you just have that feeling that you don't want to come across as boring, so you like deliberately try and talk a lot and like fill in the conversation so it doesn't get awkward.
Yeah,
Has that ever happened?
yeah,
Yeah, I do that a lot.
yeah. I'm very. I like. I do not show. I feel like I don't know if I do if this come across to any of you, but I tend to feel like I come across in my messages as very like laid back.
Stern.
Really?
Oh,
Stern? I mean, is that
I
what you
mean,
actually?
listen. For a good while before we started this, I did feel like you were very stern.
Yeah, I think it's. I just kind of. I don't really use emojis. I don't really use any sort of like particular expression. A lot. I don't put a lot of emotion in my text, so it can come across as like very like stern, very serious, and like I've kind of like I feel like I come more across as the serious, laid back kind of character where it's like I don't really put much emotion. I'm just kind of saying things and being there, and like I always like that's just something I do a lot, and I like sometimes like I try if I'm talking to a new person, I try to match their energy. Like if they like do if I see them using a lot of like the like like colon open parentheses or whatever, like those smiley faces or stuff, and I try to like match that and be like, oh, I use those too. Look at me, I'm so similar. Look at me, I'm full of whimsy.
I'm silly too. Okay, I'm silly.
I'm a little silly uwu girl. Uh, but yeah, I
I'm going
do.
to ask you to never to refer to yourself as the silly uwu girl ever again.
Uwu. Uh, yeah, I did. The point is, I match people's energy, and that's it. I don't know if it does me any favors, but I still do it. um, that's something that happens, and it's if it works, if it works. Uh, but it's it's definitely like I'm so awkward. Like I don't come across this way, but I'm so awkward with people, and I'm so full of worry about like, am I coming across weird? Am I doing the wrong thing? Am I not? Am I saying something that's going to make them mad at me? I'm like as it's like a whole thing of am I like what if what I say has a consequence on everything that I'm trying to do? What if I say this thing and then I'll look at my message and be like, is this something that they will be okay with me saying? Should I say this? Should I change how it says? Should I like rephrase it in a different way? Should I not say this at all and say something different? And like I go through that like whole process. I always think before I send a message because I'll like reread it like as I'm typing this after I finish typing it. Like, is this okay to send? Like, if I know the person and I know they're more lax with general stuff, like I know I can just type out bullshit to River and send it, and she will be fine with it.
You
Like,
can.
and I can send
what kind of bullshit are we talking about here?
like any like I could just like fucking I could just go into your DMs and say, River, I think that you fucking suck, and also I want you to finish that ramble, or else I'm gonna cut off your head and serve it to the pigs, and you'll just be like, yeah, that's something Amber. That's an Amber.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
that's an Amber sentence.
Like I can just be so. I can just say whatever to you, and you will not give a fuck. It's like you'll just be like, Amber, what the fuck, and. That'll be
It's Amber. Why?
Amber. Please never say that again. Amber, what are you doing in my house?
Amber, why are you in my walls?
And like I can be more. Whatever, and that's always fun when I have those friends. But then it's like those friends I barely talk to, and it's like, am I saying is this okay? I do like the little like anime like poking fingers
Touching.
together.
Yeah.
Like very nervous, like is so it's a like kya.
God, you're no,
Never
You
again.
know what you're doing? I can't. Okay, there's this very specific video, and it's like this dude acting like an anime character in like it's a TikTok. I don't know how to describe it, but he has like he puts on like a very anime voice, and it's like the worst thing ever. I don't know. I'd have to find it again because I can't exactly describe it, but yeah, you're reminding me of that right now, and it's not fun.
Yeah, there. I got like a Zeki'd into, or however the fuck you pronounce it. I've never really focused on the spelling. Isekai, whatever. This trope where you get flung into another world in anime. I got that, but into like an anime character into real life. I'm literally Joker Persona 5, guys.
No.
I look just like him. Yeah, it's the.
Can we get a drawing of Amber as Joker now?
You should draw me as Futaba. Because that's the first female Persona character that came to mind. And also, we talked about this earlier with the Oracle headset being dropped if your name's Amber. How funny. We've come full circle. But yeah, I have friend problems. Be sad for me.
Yeah. There you go.
Thanks. I'll DM her one of these days. I'll go to my friend and be like, hey, long time no see.
You're gonna do the Spider Verse
Yeah,
hand on the shoulder, like,
Hey,
hey.
hey. Yeah, that'll be. I'll walk up to them during my class with them and just awkwardly plop the hand on the shoulder. Hey.
That's
It's
horrible.
that would be the worst way to talk to a friend that you have not talked to in forever.
Yeah. That would be horrible.
Yep. Very, very, very not good.
Very not good.
Also, we have been recording for. We are almost at exactly 3 hours, and we made our time. Good job, everyone.
Yippee.
So, any last words before I murder all of you? No, just kidding.
Please let me out of the basement. I haven't seen my family in 3 weeks. I want to go home.
And it's too bad, Buster.
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 Yeah, you're
Buster.
about to die. Gem, any last words?
Welcome to the bread bank. We sell loaves. We sell bread. We got check on pro. Check on.
Welcome to the
You
bread
mixed it up.
store.
It's we sell bread, we sell loaves.
Oh yeah, by the
You
way,
did it wrong. You will die.
the ink text. That's the whole entire. Copy
Oh,
post.
that meme. That's
Yeah,
what your
that's what
ink
it
text
was.
was.
Yeah, I got it wrong though. I kind of just got it like
We
have
sell bread, we
mixed
sell
up.
loaves.
We sell the bread
Bread on
on
the bank,
deck,
bread
bread
on the
on
floor.
floor.
Or bread on deck. Even I don't remember it. It's been a while.
Gluten, the crackers, gluten. I don't want that. How to go? Like
Toasted.
we
Yo,
got
shut the fuck
toasted.
up.
I just want a
Bruh, shut the
baguette
fuck
and a
up.
brioche. We don't have either of those. You can take the gluten-free white bread and the potato bread. What is gluten? Take that stuff out, man. It's free though. I don't care if it's free.
Yeah, so
I love the Baku series. It's awesome, and I want to watch more of them, and I want to binge it all.
that's a series?
Yeah, it's a series. It has like 8 seasons.
I'm sorry, a TikTok series?
No. It's way before TikTok.
Oh, it was?
It's like YouTube skits with very dumb humor, and like all the characters are PNGs just walking around, but it does really dumb humor, and I like it.
Fair enough. But yeah, sweet final words. Thanks for watching the podcast, everyone.
Yep,
Can't believe
we're never
we didn't.
making another one.
Yeah, never again. This is the last episode.
Please call my family. My number is 53.
Yo, shut your bitch ass up. Man, this toy, I get to use this toy gun for a real purpose.
You're getting leverage out of this gun.
Yeah, I really am. It's a yeah. I'm really,
This is
I
how
gotta
Amber
use
gains
it
her
up. I
content
gotta
and her views.
fucking. It's more bullets. This is a. I like how this is a 6-shooter, and I'm shooting it way more than 6 times. Funny, the neat part about this gun is you can flip it. You can actually like flip the barrel down, like an actual revolver. It obviously isn't real, so it's just.
Can we get
nothing.
some video footage of Amber like flinging the barrel open and then like slipping bullets in there and then flinging it back closed
I
and then
would,
pointing it at the camera?
one thing I would, one thing I would love to do, but I can't. You know that thing, that trick where they like whirl the gun around your finger by the like trigger. I could do that. The problem is that inside the trigger, it's on the trigger is where the plastic like the plastic edge is where they fuse the two halves together. So it's this like sharp edge in the inside of there, and ringing that around hurts. Not to mention I can only do it on the tip of my finger because any further and it starts to rub against my finger a lot harder.
It starts to chop your finger off.
Yeah, I could cut my finger off by whirling this around. I can't do that, sadly. It's the cool thing cowboys do. It's the cool thing every gunslinger does. You know in Happy Chaos's super animation, he pulls it out of his holsters and he whirls it around like that, and it's so fucking cool. Anyway, yeah, I don't know.
Didn't you describe Happy Chaos as God with ADHD?
Yeah, that's what he is. He's God with ADHD. That's who he is, and it's the most accurate descriptor of him. But yeah.
Can we record the dating sim after? I'm sorry, I can't get it out of my mind.
We can't. Look, I don't know how free everyone is, but I wouldn't imagine the dating
down.
sim's
I am
amazing.
so down on how to play it.
I
mean, I'm believing that it's just gonna be you, me, and River, because Fia hasn't played Terraria.
I mean, yeah, she would not have a lot of contacts. But I don't know. I don't want to just like after discussing it so much. I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, we recorded this without you, by the way.
Okay,
I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to just be like all of a sudden like.
For now.
Yeah, I don't want to. That feels kind of mean. Like, oh, we discussed this, doing this as a group, but we just did it by ourselves, by the way. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, nice podcast episode. Can't wait for everyone to watch this and be like, why is the stupid girl talking so much about sad things in her friends? But
that's true too.
ain't that the truth? But yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you watched this far, no one ever has.
Comment, leave an emoji of a taco.
Leave wood diamond.
I forgot about the fucking wooden diamond. Holy shit.
That was the dumbest bit ever.
The emoji kitchen was definitely our wackiest.
What was that, fucking episode 3 or something?
Yeah, that was episode 3 because it was Fia's first guest episode where she discovered emoji kitchen. And that was also the episode where I kept being like, please, this needs to be an audio focused podcast. You can't keep sending images.
Dumpster fire of an episode.
It was the funnest dumpster fire we've ever done. It's a dumpster fire, but we were the arsonists.
I think I had so much joy in that one episode because I said, like, just as soon as I sent that image of the wooden diamond, I was like, wooden diamond, and for some reason Soul fucking lost it.
Soul with wooden diamond was the fucking like that got him so bad, and I don't understand why.
He's like that.
I just was like wooden diamond, and he fucking lost it. He went into hysterics. I was like, dude, it's not even that funny.
Yeah, dude, if the day that Soul is able to I don't know, I don't know if Soul would ever I'm not sure about
It's funny.
Soul.
He asked me about that recently. Actually, did I tell you this?
No,
what?
He never did.
I was in a DM call with him recently, and he was asking me would they ever want me back on the podcast? I said, dude, we've been awaiting your return since the day you left.
Well, of course, I would be fully willing to expand our roster to 5. Because, I don't want to, be oh, Soul's back. Bye-bye, Fia.
No.
If we could do that, if we could set it up to where we have all 5 of us, that would be fucking awesome, I would think.
It would.
I was saying, because the more people we have, the more conversation there is, and more, we pass around topics.
Oh my god. Having
less sloppy
Soul
it
and
is.
Fia bounce off of each other would be fucking hysterical.
Yeah, I want now. Oh my god! If Soul can ever come back to the Monkey Brains, I will. We're all welcoming with open arms. You, buddy, get in here. We saved a seat for you.
Your seat is warm and everything. Now. It's right here. Sit down. Join us.
Yeah, we have kept a 5th chair at this Monkey Brains round table, For
Yeah.
The Monkey Brains Roundtable.
yeah, it has been reserved for your. We have 6 chairs. The 6th one's for a guest, and we've reserved that 5th chair just for you. My
Yep.
It's got
man,
your
the
name on it.
day
I've printed out the sticker myself. It's right there.
this season 3 of Monkey Brains when Soul comes back is gonna be so fucking fun.
That
'Cause,
would be
like, look,
But that's assuming that he's even there for season 3.
well, season 3 is when he comes back, because season
Yeah.
the seasons
I'm
are
sorry.
dictated
I'm
by
sorry,
the
hold on.
members.
Seasons are dictated by members?
Oh yeah, what's gonna
Oh,
wait, there's nothing else to separate seasons. Do you think we have a focus for each season? No.
I don't know. I figured it would be like, as far as
Episode
seasons are
count?
concerned, do you think we would break it up into like sequential like numbers of episodes? So like 1 through 10 would be season 1, 11 through 20 would be
No.
season 2.
Nah. I don't know. I think having seasons based on the members fits the looseness of this podcast.
It
It's like
does.
we talk about anything. We just ramble about random shit, and that's
So in this
that's the
case,
fun of it.
this is season 2 then. We're still
Yeah,
in
season-
season 2.
Yeah, like well, you say we're still in. Currently, I think season 2 has not gone as long as season 1, because season 1 lasted 14 episodes, and we're only on episode 23 currently, and that season has lasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes, 9 counting this one. So we're not even halfway. We're at halfway through to the amount of episodes that season 1 had. So, hey, if we can get Soul on for and create a season 3, I would love that. There's one thing about Soul. He knows how to make things giggly.
Yes. I can agree with that 100%.
Yeah, like he is the one who laughs at the dumbest shit, and that makes everything so much more fun.
Yeah.
There is no situation that cannot be improved with Soul being there.
I genuinely think that if we put Soul, Fia, and Gem in a room together, they could entertain each other for hours.
I think, yeah, like
No. Okay, no, we'll put the 3 autistics together. You, Fia, and Soul. You can bounce off of these 3 together.
That's true. That's so true.
to be honest, like I think it doesn't come across very easily, but I honestly think I have some level of autism.
Well, like what? Do you stim?
Yeah, honestly, I do. I do.
Or, like,
I
when?
unironically do the hand flap thing.
You do?
Yes. I have I unironically when I'm like getting really excited or I do the hand flap thing. Like I just
Really?
like have to do the hand flap thing. It's something I do.
I talk with my hands. I don't know if that's like an ADHD thing or what, but
it's a like there's like stimming is a very autistic trait, and the most common is like waving your hands really rapidly. And
Yeah, like if you were trying to if you were like a bird, and then you just start moving them up and down.
Yeah.
Like
kind of like, you know, flapping your wings.
Flapping your wings.
But yeah, there's other forms of stimming, but that's the most common one, or the most notable one. Might not even be the most common, it's just the one that people notice the most.
I'm not sure. Okay, I need to see something because I saw this on a tweet yesterday, and I can't get it out of my head. Apparently, like it can show like signs of autism if you like have like a minor seizure, like if your muscle like jerks, and then it just kind of stops. I don't know how to like
a tick.
I don't know how to. I don't know. It's
Because there's things called tics, which are more associated with Tourette's, but tics are like if you're like, say your body like say I have it very lightly where I'll like my head will twitch involuntarily, which for me usually happens from stress. but like I'll have these moments where like I'm just kind of sitting there, and then I get this feeling in my head, and then I'll just suddenly like twitch. That's a tick.
For
That
me,
kind of
it's
thing.
like I don't know how to say it, but it always related to like when I'm feeling super comfortable. Like when I'm really feeling comfortable and like when I'm sunken in my chair, I like my top body will just jolt, and then so will my hands,
Huh.
and then that'll be it. I don't know how to like specifically say it. I'm not
That's
sure if it's
interesting.
like a regular thing people do,
Hmm.
but
Yeah, but that's a trait. It's part of the reason why I have autism, but also I've like I remember looking at this like a bunch of like symptoms for autism, and I'm like, huh, I feel like I have a lot of these, or
I
like a decent amount.
I always see. Yeah, that's the same thing. Like I always feel like that as well because it's like, oh wow, I do that, but I genuinely don't believe I am because because I don't have the other ones. For like example, I don't stim. I don't flap my arms
Yeah,
around.
I
I
mean,
just kind of like
obviously, like having certain symptoms of because you have to have a certain amount of symptoms for it to be like for it to make sense. Like there's one symptom of autism that I remember seeing was like having to do something like being upset when there's like a change in something that you have like that's something that you do consistently one way or like some sort of thing like that. And I have that. I am
I
very like if I do something a consistent way all the time, and if that is not what happens, it makes me feel like really weird. Like if I'm at like say there's like a like I eat dinner at a dinner table and I always sit in the same seat. If I had to sit in a different seat for dinner, it would feel really weird and really uncomfortable to me.
yeah.
River, did you have a comment?
I was gonna say I feel like I've experienced that on multiple occasions. Does that does that apply to me? Because I feel like
Wait,
it
which one?
does. I
The
mean, just autism in general. The whole
Like,
thing
yeah, of
about
course.
like
You
doing
told us
things
you've
on a
been.
consistent. The what now?
You told us you've been diagnosed. What do you mean? Of course you.
No, that was never diagnosed.
Oh.
I
Okay, never mind.
I mean, I don't like. I'm not an expert on autism. And but like, I don't know. I guess I think I could see it in you. I wouldn't know 100%. And I don't remember all the general symptoms, but I could see it. I just
Hmm.
like. I think what I'm generally able to do is control myself, which like on one hand, I'm like, I could have autism, but I just don't have it like at a point where it's makes me like I feel like saying dysfunctional is a little too disrespectful, but that's kind of like like I do certain things in like certain ways that are or like if some like the kind of thing where like there I remember on the like symptoms list specifically for the things not going your way it mentioned like like getting really upset or like crying if things don't happen. And it's like, I don't know if me not crying is like makes that not a symptom, or if I just have it to a lesser extent, or if it's like, because I don't want to make any judgment calls. Like, I don't want to go around saying I have autism when I don't know for sure. And like, I don't know if me having the, like, being able to act like kind of like being able to like kind of act in a way in like a more I don't want to say normal way, but that's the only best word I can think of. But like act in a more normal way if that's just me not having it or if that's me just being really good at fucking masking it.
Hmm.
I don't know.
The doubts.
Yeah.
Uh,
The autistic doubts.
The autistic doubt.
uh but yeah, let's wrap this up.
yeah, we should.
I was you know what
We
was
said we
funny?
would like
You
ages
know what
ago.
was funny? I was going to say earlier, like, damn, this is the first time we're able to end the episode without going into another long tangent about something unrelated, and then it happened.
And then we do it anyway.
Like, holy shit, guys! It's a first. Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Okay.
Holy shit, we did. Never mind.
Guys, I'm so proud of us. I never mind. You're doing it again.
I need a fucking like animation of that. Just so proud of. Never mind.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. You didn't do this time. I'm so glad. Oh my god, you're doing it again. Oh, what?
It's the fucking it's Amber's delivery with "Oh my god, you're doing it again."
I can't believe
Fucking
this. Why are you
sends
doing
me-
this? I'm going to kill myself.
Oh my god, I love that.
You're gonna kill her. Stop.
I'm gonna die.
I want to die. It is happening right now.
I want to die.
Anyway, thanks for watching part 2, everybody.
Yeah.
Join us next episode where we do the same thing.
Yep.
Next episode we're gonna do the same thing. It's gonna happen again.
Mhm.
Just go round and round. Let's do it again.
But say bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, lovelies, and we shall see you all next week.
Bye bye. Bye bye, and